Engage. On screen. On screen. What the hell is going on? Engage. I want all the power you can give me.
I'm not sure I have a specific recommendation.
Not good enough, damn it! Not good enough! Any idea of what it is or where it came from?
I'm not sure I have a specific recommendation.
This is no longer amusing.
They seem normal enough.
I shouldn't be so confident. Make it so. I would rather outthink them than outfight them. Engage! On screen. Let's investigate. Enlarge and identify. I shouldn't be so confident. Engage.
I'm not sure I have a specific recommendation.
I want all the power you can give me. Strange.
Slow to impulse speed.
Stay calm, everyone.
What the hell is going on? I'm not sure I have a specific recommendation.
Stay calm, everyone. Let's investigate. This is no longer amusing. Macro head. Stay calm, everyone.
Slow to impulse speed.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live in Technicolor from the beautiful Hollywood Hills, California. The show where the total retail price of their advice is $0. This is Timelines Talk. Featuring guest stars, Dwarf action figure collector, Kapla. It's stars and garters. More like Command Dip suck. Look out, it's Automaton 2000. We keep blowing him up and he keeps coming back. It's Wicked Realm Games Ben. And now, there's no way he gets this intro right. Here's your host, Captain Idol.
Yes, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another special edition of Timelines Talks. We are joined for another set of interview questions by Wicked Realm Games' very own Ben. Thank you for joining us, Ben, and coming back to answer the hard-hitting questions that our audience deserve. How are you?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, how are you? Very, by the way.
Good. We've been busy. We've been busy doing stuff. So excited to share some of those things today.
Yes. So, before we start with the interview, we're going to do one thing.
And I'm also here. Yay!
Yes, oh, yeah, sorry, also. And Stars couldn't make it this week, unfortunately. He was tied up with work. So, oh no, sorry, he is out on assignment. There we go, we should say that. It makes it sound
I thought we were going with
mysterious.
he's dead this time.
Yeah. Sorry, in memoriam. We haven't got stars, so Ben is now a regular feature each week. Hey! Did you know? Before we start, for everyone that's joined our Discord, they had the option of submitting a show title, and I did promise that for everyone that did submit a title, they would win a month sub if they managed to appear on the wheel, which I have before me. So we are going to spin the wheel to decide who will win this month's sub to our channel, and it is going to be Racing Tribbles, Racing Liners, that's supposed to be, but yes, Racing Liners, congratulations, you get a month's of sub, which we will sort out for you very soon. But yes, Ben, thank you for joining us this week.
You're such a carnival man at heart, you know that?
It's my lifelong dream. I want to be sitting there with the hoops and the teddies as you can win yourself a teddy bear.
Step on up.
Yeah. Little did he know the hoops are too small, the rings are too big. Yeah, anyway.
Subscribers stick around for the guess your weight category at the end of the show.
Yeah, so how many wharfs are in this jar? Yes, Ben, thank you very much for joining us yet again. We have, and this was your idea, which I think you're now severely regretting, but this is going to be a lightning round, which you actually said to us, why don't we do this? Where the only answers you'll be able to give to these questions are yes, no, or pass. And we have not revealed the questions to you, although we have revealed some to Shan and to some other people as well, just so make sure nothing's sort of overboard. But no, we wouldn't do that to you. We wouldn't set you up for it. We're nice here, aren't we, Otto?
We're nice to guests usually. We're not nice to each other. But that comes with the territory.
So yeah, we will kick off. But Ben, my first question to you is, what are we drinking tonight?
Yeah, so it is about that time of year. I have Sam Adams, a fall brew, Jack O. It is
pumpkin
spice. A little bit of cinnamon in it. Yeah, it's like pumpkin cinnamon. Yeah, it's
1st of September. Amazing. He's there. I want the pumpkin.
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah. Although I don't go to Dunkin' Donuts every morning and get the the pumpkin spice coffees, and that's not me now. Beer, I love it though.
I gotta ask. I wanted to clear this with you pre-show. I forgot to ask, so I won't go too into it. You popped into chat several weeks back and said, "I'll see you guys soon, but not next week. I'm getting married." So, how has that been? Do you have to budget your time now to come on these shows?
No, I've my wife now. We've been dating for 10 years.
Oh wow!
Before getting married, so it's honestly things really didn't change much.
Yeah.
We already had a house, So, things are great.
Fantastic.
Things are really good.
Did you have a good day? Was it?
I did.
Fantastic.
Yes, it was a very nice day.
Fantastic! Congratulations.
Thank you.
Speaking of drinking,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, those of you who were with us the last couple of weeks, you remember the Latvian gift baskets that my wife purchased. They did come with beer, so I have a very cherry beer called Medalos, and it tastes a little bit like cough syrup, but it's much better than that. So
it's doing you good somewhere. It tastes bad. It's got to be doing some good. I've got some Junior Astronaut Juice, which is reversed in the screen. Apologies, but there's Junior Astronaut Juice. I just like the name. It's got a little pink astronaut. Look at him. There's your next number one Voyager. Look at that.
Dude, you guys have way better art than I've looked all over locally. I can't find German is like it's all about heavy, dark, dunkel beer, and it's
it's efficient.
Something fun.
It will get you drunk the quickest.
It is an art form over here, and I'll just buy beer based off can art. Like, oh, this looks cool. It's got a dinosaur on it. But,
Speaking to your 6-year-old. Sorry.
First question, the lightning round. What is on Ben's shirt? Chat wants to know. Are they little?
They are little birds, little swallows. My new thing is bird shirts, button-down bird shirts. So I have like 30 of them now, and I'm still going, still buying more. Yeah, bird shirts. Yep, flamingos. All types of birds.
So the Ben Crew's going to have the ornithology trait, right? What other traits would Ben have as a card?
Red shirt.
We do have a question for chat. African or American swallows? This is very important.
My bird trivia is not up to par. So
I got some bad news for you. We got a lot of bird questions.
Yes. You walked into the wrong interview. No. Shall we kick things off? Otto, please lead us with the first questions. These questions are primarily from the Discord. We had questions from, and thank you to everyone that submitted questions from Discord, from the forums, and from emails as well. We tried to include every one of them. Obviously, if we missed you, we do apologise. But hopefully we will get the majority there. So, Otto, please, take us away.
Well, we shouldn't have missed anyone. We included all the questions except duplicates, I think, were removed. So we have about 100.
Did you check the email? I didn't check the email.
I did check the email.
Fantastic.
We have one question in the email, and you're going to like it.
Professional.
All right. Are we any closer to getting the rights for Lower Decks?
Yes, we are closer. Not completely signed yet, but there's something more than just Lower Decks that we're also going for. So it's a work in progress. And we hope we can announce something soon.
Star Wars. Just bring it in.
That was not a pre-cleared question, Idle. We can't ask those. All right, next one. Is there a chance of acquiring the Kelvin timeline rights for the game?
No, very unlikely.
Pointing collection?
No plans currently, but actually we have had talks about pointing collection. We have because we've made theme packs before of just like, we're trying to make theme packs and we're running out of ideas or themes, and we're like, well, what if all these people are pointing in the same direction? All right, let's just make a theme pack of them. So
quite a few of the community have noted that. There are a fair few crew just sort of going in various directions. Okay.
One thing about that too, one thing about that too is that we have, so the way our collections, most of our collections are set up are trade based, but just makes it easier and quicker and cleaner for us to release. So we don't have a trait for pointing
yet.
It's one of those. So yeah.
I smell a trait audit.
All right, come on, boys. Lightning round.
Yeah, all right. So obviously, do apologize. We're not naming who's put these in, but if you recognise your question, cheer to the skies. Any plans for another... Why did you give me this question? Any plans for another expedition event? Motherfucker.
No.
Yes. Okay. Upon rewatch, did you at least have a chuckle at the what the dub answers, even though you were part of the answers?
Yes, I did chuckle.
Good. He's got a sense of humour. This is good. And this next question is from Automaton 2000. Do you know him? I don't know.
No, we didn't submit our own.
We didn't know. Will we see Quantum available from any other sources within the next year?
No.
Will you get rid of replicator rations as dilemma rewards?
No plans for do that currently, but maybe next year.
Do you already have plans for the next Gauntlet exclusive crew?
Yes.
Do you have plans for the next Honor Hall crew?
Yes.
Will it be a Janeway?
No.
Okay. Sorry, Lexi. Follow up. If it's a no, can it be a Janeway?
Maybe next year. Maybe, I don't know. I'll talk to the team.
All right, we got a three-parter here. I'm going to drop a little context. When they add a new Gauntlet exclusive crew, they also add Gauntlet sets to highlight them, sets that haven't been seen before in the game. There's a bunch that have coincided with the last two Gauntlet crew. And the stats for August for the new Gauntlet exclusive Baylock, he has had 5 65% sets, 3 45% sets, and 3 25% sets. So the questions. Baylock has been getting 45 and 65% gauntlets left and right. Is WRG putting their thumb on the scale after a new Gauntlet crew is released, or have these last several weeks been random chance?
They've been random chance.
Outside of such a possible period of waiting gauntlets sets to highlight that new crew, does WRG wait gauntlets at all, or are they always chosen at random?
They're chosen at random. I actually want to step back to the previous one. I think when we release a brand new Gauntlet crew, we do add more of the that Gauntlet crew specific gauntlets into the first week or two. Not all of them, but a few.
Okay. Are we likely to see a change to Gauntlet trait sets anytime soon? For example, randomized traits from a curated list.
Anytime soon, no. But it's something we'd like to get to eventually.
Okay.
Will there be another use for constellations and pole stars in the future?
No.
Is there a non-zero chance of a Gauntlet exclusive pole star in the future?
Well, there's a non-zero chance for everything, but no.
Look,
It's
I'm
so slim.
sure whoever wrote that question worded it very carefully to get a yes or no out of you.
I do want to say I am answering these questions at things can change. I'm answering the questions with yes or no at at the time we are currently in.
I would like to assume that everyone knows that was watching knows that plans can change. Things are fluid.
Plans
guys,
do often
you would hope
change.
so anyway.
Someone off screen with a stone tablet is etching his answers into it.
I bring you the
Getting
WRG
tattoos.
commandments.
Yeah.
There
No
will
more
be
expedition
no
events right on the shoulder.
No, that one I'm taking as Bible. Okay. Can airlocking crew be made into means for well, I think you've answered this already. Into a means for acquiring either ISM or quantum, since they're similar concept. And I think you already said that with another use for constellation, Polestar, or quantum.
No.
Are there plans for creating new ways to use our crew members?
Maybe / yes, but possibly reinventing ways to use crew, and using and new ways to use crew. Very, 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 very early plans currently. Okay. So it's not going to be for a little while.
Are there plans to add any updates or expansions to the ship battle part of the game?
No, but someday we want to get in ship boss battles, like ship raids. But no, currently.
Will Gold Crew ever drop on voyages?
No. Most likely not.
So a little bit of context on this next one. So I think something you're regretting of sort of a few interviews back was saying the hoarding word was like no, you're not committed to that. You don't mind what players do with their balance with their economy. But this is a bit of a leading question in the way that you've dealt with honor. Has the imbalance in the honor economy, largely attributed to waiting for the honor sale, disappeared yet?
I'm going to use my pass on this one.
That's fine.
We will get back to retrieval stuff later on, so I think that partly addresses it. But
yeah, and it's again. So we're trying not to filter these questions too much, but this was one that was submitted. So, will we ever be able to craft or replicate ship schematics?
No.
If you were on the Cerritos, the ship from Lower Decks, would you rather bunk with Boimler or be stuck in the brig with Mariner?
Mariner. Mariner seems.
I just realised that's not a yes, no, or pass question.
Like a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, we stuck a few either or questions in there too.
Yeah.
As the crew pool continues to grow, starting up super rare and legendary crew is a challenge for new players / accounts. This has been addressed in part by crew retrieval, but is still very slow. Are there further plans to address this?
Not as significant changes as crew retrieval and marketplace, but some minor ones, yes.
Will we ever get an increased difficulty level in the existing episodes and distress calls? So like normal, epic, elite, one more?
No. Maybe, I don't know, I kind of like that idea. right now, no.
Any chance Galaxy events will have a shake-up to the required materials, since it seems they're always the same ones?
Most likely not. But I think players would get mad if we did that, and then want to know I want to know how to prep, right? Want to know how to prep for that. But
Only 2-star science experiment jars, right? That's going to be all the crafting.
only like terrible faction items. Yeah.
Yes, the increase in tanking shuttles will be exponential. Will we have a mini event this year?
Yes.
Ooh. Well, that answers the next question. Will there be another mini event in the future? So I think you already said that one.
Yes.
This one is very leading. Any plans for the mega event in October?
Yes.
Yes.
We plan things out very far in advance.
You've shared that before. This is why this is the leading question. Is the next part? If yes, want to share with us after the lightning round?
Yeah, I can possibly share some things after the lightning round.
Interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Will there be a new event type which is not a combination of existing event types in 2021?
All right, this pause. I'm reading into the pause so much.
I'm there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say yes, but not a main weekend type of event.
Possibly related to the mini event that Lou did before?
That was not one of the
Oh,
prearranged
you're right. Sorry. Got
Idle.
to stick to my script. God damn it. Yes, thank you, Nifty. That was a pregnant pause. That was a very pregnant pause. Anyway, sorry.
All right. Is a different event type planned? By the way, I cut a bunch of these, so there were a lot of event questions. Is there a different event type planned?
So we've had ideas and early talks on a new main event type, but there's very early planning. Nothing set in stone either.
Can you add an event pack to a new higher threshold in the threshold rewards?
Not on a consistent basis, no. I think we've done that. I think we did that around Convergence Day once or twice, yeah. Let us know on the forums if you guys enjoyed that.
Any chance you'll update the Gauntlet reward structure?
I really want to, not this year. Okay. The team knows that we need to do it eventually, and we're pretty sold on doing it. Just not this year.
Well, it's September, so in 3 months to the day, it may be a yes.
So January 1st. Claim your rewards. Will there be new Voyage exclusive crew?
Yes.
Oh, but not gold ones, because he's not going to add gold ones, right? I'm sorry, that wasn't a pre-range question.
Well, actually, I think I'm going to say maybe on the golds, possibly. You never know.
Oh man, I just give so many people hope. They're going to keep asking questions and making threads.
Interesting. Could all crew drops, super rare and legendary, merit pulls, single packs include a behold? Which I think they already
all drops.
Yes, all crew drops.
No.
He's saying merit packs and single pulls as well.
Yeah, because merit packs are currently it's an instant straight drop gold if you get it. Could they include beholds?
No.
Are there plans for male, female, or other hidden trait pull stars?
No plans. But I always thought, I think like series would be an interesting one as a pull star. But that kind of breaks the fourth wall a bit, I guess. But no plans.
Will there be more missions and or episodes?
I'm gonna say maybe. I'm gonna add in a fourth category. That's maybe. Because we have a distrust call that's written. I think I've said that on the stream before. Yeah. Although the the majority of work there is design and testing it, which takes a long time. So it's just finding the time and resources to do that.
All right. Another duplicate I missed. Will there be any other uses for ISM?
No.
Will we get a new fusion crew before the end of the year?
No.
Right. Would your Star Trek fighting style be the double-fisted overhead punch or the Vulcan neck pinch?
The neck pinch for sure.
Neck pinch, okay. efficient. I like it. Are there plans to create 5-star ships with traits that are currently limited to 4-star ships? For example, freighter, etc.
I'll have to talk to the team about that. I know we've seen a few comments of that in the forums. Yeah, we'll talk to the team. We'll see if we can get one in there.
Apart from turning into replicator rations, are we going to have any other uses for maxed ship schematics?
No.
Can new rewards be added to voyages, such as ISM, golds, or something unique? New rewards in general.
Yeah. Maybe.
Is the probability of getting a gold crew in Dabo in 2 spins greater than 0.5%? You better have these memorized.
Yeah.
He's seeing the matrix right now. He's doing the calculations.
Oh, I said pass.
Oh,
okay.
Sorry. It must not come through. But
we generally thought you were sitting there working out for a while.
You got to shout over everyone else on this show. You ought to know that by now, Ben. He's been on a few times.
We have 1,100 cards in the game. Will you extend the Immortalized Crew achievement above the current 600 mark?
I want to. There's some testing involved with that, with how that achievement is set up, that we need to budget time for.
Yeah. Do you know what love is?
I do.
I hope you can tell
Newly
me.
married.
Okay.
Mr. Troy. Okay, do you get advanced scripts, photos, or information from the currently running shows like Picard or Discovery for event storylines or maybe card artwork?
Yes.
So, you know how Picard Season 8 ends already? Is that what you're telling me?
Man,
Season 8? No.
That must kind of. I mean, if you're a Star Trek fan, that must kind of like suck for a bit because you're seeing potentially spoilers well ahead of time. And do you? Sorry, I'm going well off script here because this is important to me. I would hate to work in a job where my favorite TV show is getting like leaked all the time. I don't know. I like the suspense too much.
Well, we do have people in the office that, it's restricted access for those things. Like our writer has that information, our product owner, product does, and select few on the like content planning, live ops planning. So if you don't want to spoil anything, then you don't have to, right? You can skip those meetings.
So there's like a big giant bank vault door with a wheel you have to spin to unlock it.
Yeah, it's got like the eye scanner.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got the finger scanners. It's got multiple press buttons. Yeah.
But Voyagers are still getting stuck. You guys are budgeting the wrong things around the office. That's all I'm saying. All right. Are there any plans?
No, you just brought up the Voyage bug, and we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop right now. We've spent a lot of time. We hired an engineer to learn, to get in and learn the deep code of Voyages. We've made some smaller adjustments on the back end to try to clean up and get more analytics around Voyages. So there's some progress.
Cool.
All right. Are there plans to expand achievement tiers?
Yeah, the
I guess you mean like number of
immortalization one
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they could probably use a pass. Again, it's just we need to figure out how those achievements are actually built, how they were coded. If we can just add more tiers, like even though they're already completely completely maxed, what happens if we add more tiers? Will it, So yeah, there's some investigation there that we have to do.
Are there plans to give longtime players new goals to shoot for when we've hit level 99 and finished all the episodes?
Yes.
Can the in-game leaderboard be expanded from top 50 to top 100 and the position we can see from 25 ranks in either direction to 50 in either direction? I think there's a few people out there would like to see the whole leaderboard, or at least more.
Yeah, is that for events?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Specifically?
Well, that and Gauntlet, I guess, which is, I think, 10 in either direction.
Right. Is 10 our top top 10 or top 100 or something. I think I forgot one.
50 in events, and it's 10 in Gauntlet, and I think it's 50 in Arena as well, but I'd have to check that.
Yeah, I'll talk to the team about that.
Considering the cost of honor for a purple site, as well as the reward of honor when airlocking one, is quite far from the cost and reward for a gold, would you be willing to consider reducing the quantum cost for a purple crew retrieval to a similar ratio?
No, not currently. It was all very carefully designed and balanced.
Can you add inventory numbers to items so you can see how many you have before you either warp them or purchase them without having to exit out and go into inventory and find that item?
That is on the backlog lower priority.
Yeah, I think maybe you spoke about that last time, possibly, if I recall rightly.
Yeah. We see, we hear that a lot. So it's on our backlog now. Hope we can get to it.
Would you rather go on shore leave with Worf or Garrick?
Worf. For stars. Just for you, stars.
Not enough suffering. This one I'm going to ask in the tone that it is Rez. Like, would it kill you to add a count for specific crew in the cryo vault when there are multiple frozen copies? Would it just kill you to do that? That's the actual wording.
Yes, it would actually kill me. So yeah, we're not good. We don't have plans for that now, but I believe it is on the backlog.
Could you please better distinguish between frozen and unowned on the Behold screen?
I'll have to check on this on that. I think with our next client, we may have a fix there for that. I'll have to check.
Will WRG ever fully document stealth changes to crew stats and traits and change logs so that players who manage community resources don't spend their afternoons syncing dozens of small changes to the point that they're so frustrated they write out unnecessarily long and passive-aggressive questions that disrupt the flow of the lightning round?
Pass. I guess you can see what Shan posted some stuff on the forums. You can take a look at that.
Do new crew have their traits tailored with crew retrieval in mind, or are they always made to be as faithful to the episodes as possible?
We try to be as authentic as we can to the crew, to the show. I think that answers the question.
Yep.
Do you personally think, this isn't for WRG, this is for you, Ben, do you personally think that crew stats should be open to change after they're added to the game, or that buffs and nerfs are best handled by printing new crew?
If there is an issue with the crew, then yes, I think we should have the right to hotfix it. But otherwise, no.
What's issue? Like, is Captain Scott an issue, or is he just a bad crew?
That's no. Maybe it's just a bad crew. We never tried to intentionally change the stats of crew after release, unless there is an issue, like a bug with them.
Do you hate Chakotay? What did he do to you? Thank you, chat, for chiming in on the real issues here.
I forgot you were a huge Chakotay fan, Otto. So
yeah, well,
I'll see if the next one can be a top 10 Voyager.
Yes, as a green crew, right?
Yeah, and Command IPSEC as well. Will we ever see Voyage antimatter traits changed?
Eventually, yes.
Ooh. That's going to be a 4-hour segment next week. All right. Any plans or ideas to rework the cryostasis vault?
To rework, no.
Keeping in mind they did just kind of change things with open the crew and see all the different stats and traits and ships and stuff. What about a new trait?
Sorry, with the previous question, Voyage antimatter traits or the ship traits?
Also the seat traits. So obviously you've got your two command, two sec,
crew and or ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So say one will go on, costumed will go on command, seat, or whatever, yeah.
Right. Yeah, we'll probably mix this up eventually.
I swear, if Gorn
Game's going to be
and
live for
Catan
another 20
popped up-
years, so we have plenty of time.
Inglatu.
Oh, nice.
Do it. Dosey.
Okay, what about a new trait-based game mode, such as a colony or starbase where only frozen crew can be used?
I like that one.
We've had internal discussions about like this thing specifically, so I'm really curious how they got that idea. We just have ideas around that at the moment, but one of our goals, I think I shared this last time, one of our goals was to leverage more crew, leverage crew depth moving forward. So yeah, that's kind of where our head is at around those things.
Can we get our voyage stats during a voyage instead of after?
No.
Is Celestial Market the final game edition related to crew retrieval?
Yes.
Do you plan to implement some sort of training grounds in the game, an unrestricted arena without rewards where you could test your new ship builds?
No.
Will we be seeing more frequent honor sales?
Pass. It's only my third pass. Come on.
That's going to be it. We're going to review all the passes after you leave and break it down. Are there plans to update more crew art? I think he means like old ones, like Blood Oath.
Yeah, not currently. No.
Okay.
All right. Are there plans to go back and add flavor text to older crew?
No.
All right, for a bit of context, currently 440 crew in the game, or 40% have flavor text, 60% don't. We were just talking about that recently, so I thought I'd throw that in.
Next one. Have you changed the macro check algorithm in the last year? And for what that means, people playing Galaxies or Skirmishes, the little pop-up that says, who is this crew? It's usually Spock, Kirk, or whatever. It has that. Because I think few people have noticed that maybe a bit more frequent. Has that changed in the last year?
I think I have to say pass on this one.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to, I guess, give away how we're changing it up or how often, just because we don't want people to learn that information and then create macros around them.
Of course. And over the past year, have the increased nanoprobe checks actually helped reduce, well, you might be able, this probably be a pass as well, checks actually helped reduce the amount of people cheating in events?
Over the past year, I have to say pass, but we have, when we first released it, it was very clear that, it was preventing macros.
Yeah, that was
so. So we assume that they're still.
What are you talking to me about?
Are you a cheater?
The day they can detect
you did
my
win a skirmish once.
He's won a few skirmishes, hasn't he? It's very suspiciously stopped recently. No, very odd.
I will get my wife on the show, and she will do a whole expose on what a freaking zombie I am during those weekends and how she can't get me to do anything. So if you need proof, there's your proof.
Okay. Is there a plan to create a mothball fleet so we can decommission the finished ships we never use in the game?
No.
Is there a plan to introduce a ship collecting achievement?
No, but I think we have a design doc around it. But no, not currently.
Are you paying too much for your auto insurance? That was a spam email sent to timelinestalks@gmail.com. I promise to include every question. Are you paying too much for your auto insurance?
No, I'm actually pretty happy with my auto insurance.
Right.
I haven't been into an accident, so low rates.
Very nice. Are we no longer in this together?
Oh, that's the pack that we stopped doing. No, we're always in this together, but we did have to stop giving out specifically voyage tokens.
Sorry, I just realised I stole your question, Auto.
Okay. Yeah,
you can take my
I'll steal the next one because this one is just as salty. Do you even play this game?
Of course I play the game every day.
Can't believe I ask. May I have another piece of pie? We said we'd discuss them.
Of course.
Thank
Do what
you.
your heart desires.
All right. Are they going to add more cards to the Badda-Bing collection?
No.
And I have a whole logic tree of questions if the answer is yes or no. Okay, if the answer is no, is there a plan in place to make it right to players if that decision is ever reversed?
We don't intend to revert on that decision. So I think what they're getting to is you can safely cite if you want to.
Okay. You're not
we're
going
not
to
going to be
offer any
adding.
more. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, one of the title suggestions for this week was Scapegoat Ben instead of Scapegoat O'Brien. So,
Yeah.
lambs to the slaughter on the show.
Okay. Will the event formulas be altered to increase difficulty as stat boosting collections are added?
I think we're going to have to eventually.
Interesting. Are you aware that Claymore Scotty isn't in fact holding a claymore?
Yes.
Okay.
I am now.
Are we going to get that art changed or what? I hope someone got
Well,
fired.
the art's
for that
correct.
blundering.
The art's correct. It's just the name is an issue.
That's the name.
Anyway.
All right. Can we get an option to pause a voyage and/or send the ship back out that was returning?
No.
All right. Any plans to allow squadron leaders to share crew in other event types other than factions, such as Galaxy or Skirmish?
No. But on the backlog, we do have adding. We want to try to add community rewards to other event types.
Cool.
And also, actually, we have on the backlog sharing a crew before events start. So during the announce phase,
That's cool.
squad leader can, yeah. So it's on the backlog.
Any plans to allow fleet admirals to share crew to the entire fleet during events?
No.
We have a voyage supplies category in our inventory that only contains revival tokens. Have you ever thought about adding other supplies that we can bring on voyages to maybe boost antimatter or skills, or perhaps offer a chance of avoiding antimatter depletion a certain number of times? So maybe like an auto. So I think it would suggest like an auto trigger revival token or something that can boost sort of antimatter. I think this is coming from the 12-hour voyage crowd.
Yeah, I'm going to say maybe to this one. On our original design, we did have an idea around adding, a boost to each individual seat, I think. And then we also, I think maybe during a hackathon or something, we did mess around with a buff that would affect antimatter. But there were some design issues and some code issues there, so we decided to drop that.
Hackathon, is that something that we're not supposed to be talking about, or
Is that one of the questions?
okay, that was not pre-approved.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
no,
on
I
next
can.
time.
No, I can talk
I
to
have
that.
changed the deal. Pray I do not alter it.
Yeah, so every once in a while, every few months, we'll have like a hackathon, or they're called, like, internally they're called Wicked Days, which are things that you can work on. That's more of a project that means a lot to you. We have lots of themes around them, around focus this one on Star Trek quality of life, or focus this, and we just kind of let the team go and make changes to the game, obviously documented and approved. But so yeah, that's what a hackathon. We've had a lot of good ideas and features that have actually come out of hackathons and Wicked Days. They're more of like drop your regular work and time to really be creative, and yeah.
All right. Does WRG have an internal narrative for why Plutonian Kirk and Spock are not costumed, but the six-pack Plutonian Chekhov is costumed?
1 second, I sent a message to someone around this one.
Welcome to the trait audit.
We did remove costume. It is not live yet. I believe it'll go live next.
Okay. Don't ask questions, folks. That's how we get stuff removed.
So you asked for it, it's gone.
Thanks for that. Right, just adjusting all my spreadsheets. Stop the interview. Okay. Okay. Has anyone asked them, assuming you, about adding duplicate frozen tags to the roster? And this means sort of overall sort of like a cryo-stage vault. So that seems like a really easy quality of life fix that should be in play by now. So being able to see, if you're not sorting by alphabetical and looking at your cross and going, I've got a duplicate Lieutenant J.G. Palmer, and having that big old, this is a duplicate, like you do when people are in the overflow, I think is what they're referring to.
Yeah, I am a huge proponent of this one. I've brought it up a lot. It is on our backlog.
Okay. Do you like pina coladas? Getting caught in the rain.
Yes. I do. I love pina coladas.
All right, those were all of our Discord, email, direct message, pigeon, carrier pigeon questions. The rest of these are going to be from the forums, particularly. And we're putting that disclaimer because not all of them are nice. WRG has not been following the old precedent for exclusivity of cards, such as Reunion, Spock and Kirk, Triple Quark, etc. Can we expect that established precedents will continue to be changed without notice?
No.
Is WRG aware that they broke their own precedent about Reunion, Spock and Kirk in the fusion process by including them in Elusive Treasures?
Yes, we tried something. Players didn't like it, which made us not like it. So we're probably not going to do that again.
Fair.
This one is as much a dig as us as it is at you, I believe, but we said we would include it. And will the hard-hitting investigative questions be left out, or best received a pass, as to not ruin the mood of the show and increase the chance that you'll come on again?
I feel like I have to say pass to this one, right?
I want to pass on it. I really do. I feel like it needs to be J. Joe Jameson on that. Like, give me pictures of the Leaks crew. Is the whole?
I can confirm that we haven't cut a single question for this that was not a duplicate. So that's from our end.
Is the whole point of the Q&As like these for the player base to hype and excite themselves?
It's also to. For us to, or for me to talk to the community, and establish a relationship there. Hype is always good, but I always used to like with other games. I mean, I play games, so other games communities I always really like when product owners or the team answers community questions and engages with the community. So that's what I'm trying to do here.
Is the rhetoric going to be controlled to the point that we can't ask questions which have a profound impact on our planning and spending habits?
I would like this person to actually come and watch some of our other episodes where we're not as nice.
Control to the point that you can't ask questions, which I'm just probably.
I think we're on question 105, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So.
But here's the thing, and I'd just like to expand on this, like just to sort of peek behind the curtain. Like we know this is sort of like our fourth or fifth Q&A that we've done now. Like I think every time we have submitted questions to you, Ben, every time there's been a chance of like one or two questions that have come back and say we can't answer this, and it's not because you guys don't want to answer it. It's just awkward for the state of the game at that point. Please. Correct me. Like you guys have been very generous with questions we thought we wouldn't be able to ask that you actually have, which has been great. So,
I'm glad you think that way then too, because we always try to be as forward and transparent as possible. There's just some things that with business that we can't talk about.
I'm not sure us reiterating this is going to soothe certain players who think that we're in the tank with them anyway. I remember exactly two questions that we brought to you. This is our seventh Q&A. Most of them 2 or 3 hours long. To my memory, there are exactly two questions that they declined to ask. It was before the very first Q&A, and I think there might have been legal issues involved. So I can say every other question that I've seen us prep has either been asked or cut for time reasons and bumped to the next week. So
which we did. I think we had a ton of questions that were left over from previous ones that we ended up expounding on. And yeah.
All right, this lightning round is slowing down. Can we get a legendary Apollo in game?
That would be rad. Maybe.
Pass. Throw in lightning bolts.
Pass maybe. Yeah.
Is your main game goal with Star Trek Timelines to create a card collecting game?
A fun card collecting game, yes.
Will Wicked Realm Games, I always fumble on that, reinstate regular communications from the product owner? And I believe this is a
You'll
question.
never get this intro, right?
Yes, yeah.
Stars and Garters,
Yes.
Captain Idle. Right.
Yes. Will you reinstate regular communications from the product owner?
If players, if you guys want that stuff, then yeah, I can try to do that. I guess how regular is always the thing. Like, we don't want to just post like blank regular updates that have like nothing's going to change in a few weeks, but maybe every 2 months or something.
Okay, this one wasn't cleared, so you can pass if you want, but I'm going to slip this in anyway. Host prerogative. You have opened up a YouTube channel that they did a intro for the Celestial Marketplace on it. Do you guys have any plans to put out videos and stuff for the community?
I don't think any planned as of right now. We did that specifically with the marketplace because it was a tricky feature to try to explain without visuals. So,
okay.
Yeah.
We currently only have 25 Tribbled crew for the 25 Tribbled collection, with 1 in the honor hall and 2 not in the portal. There's more than 2 not in the portal. Will we be seeing more Tribbled crew?
I believe there's at least 1 in the pipeline right now.
Will I ever get my Mother Smurfing Romulan Bird of Prey from the original series?
I don't know. Pass.
Sorry, Travis.
Is that like the really old one, right?
The
like
one that had
actually has like the bird,
the paper towel tubes taped to the side of them.
Here,
Yeah.
I have on my list.
yeah, that one.
Of course, the guy in the Discovery uniform happens to have the model on his desk.
Shut up! It's a life choice.
I can put it on the backlog.
Okay. Fuck, I can't get it in the mount now. I'm going to have to put it down. You sit there. Would Wicked Realm Games please make an honest effort to get ships that have the ship traits for voyagers that are currently not represented by any 5-star ships in the game? And I think this was asked earlier about Voyager for 4-star ships like Freighter and things like that.
Yeah, I can bring that up to the team.
What is your favourite Star Trek series, and why is it Deep Space Nine?
It's not Deep Space Nine. TNG, because Picard is my boy.
No.
Yeah. All right, that is. We do have more questions, not from the community. So that was the somewhat slow lightning round. We'll see if we can tighten it up next time.
How long did that one take?
It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. We were there.
40 minutes, maybe.
40 minutes.
That's good.
That's not too bad.
Oh, but we're not done yet.
We have a lot more. We did have a lot of questions about the celestial market, so we asked you to budget some time. A lot of people want to know from the other side of the glass, what is WRG's reaction to the marketplace? Is it working as predicted? What trends have you seen? What surprised you most, etc.?
Yeah, we've. It was definitely a success in our eyes, and it was something that we actually. It took us a while to get those features out, right? Those features are very rare to be in mobile free-to-play CCRPGs, right? So we had to spend a lot of our time to carefully design it and balance it out, and yeah, we're very happy. Months later, we're really happy with where it is now. The marketplace as well. It was really cool to see the marketplace when it was first released of just the chaos of the marketplace and people buying things for crazy amounts of prices. Someone bought a constellation for over 9 million, and I don't know why, and I feel bad for this person.
I think they're moving it from account to account, because I've done something similar before. They must have. But yeah, I threw all my charts off. So, gosh, how many marketplace spreadsheets does WRG currently have in the office?
A decent amount. it's a living.
Idly, you got to
economy,
rewind
right?
and watch this part. You just missed the
Oh, did I? Oh, okay.
the high point of the stream so far.
My spreadsheets.
Oh,
My spreadsheets are ruined. No, it was someone bought a constellation for over 9 million ISM. So they threw off all my charts. Now there's like a big spike in my chart. I'm like,
that sounds like money laundering.
yeah, yeah,
That's someone moving between accounts.
yeah. No, totally. Which is I don't think part of our terms of service. Anyways, yeah, the marketplace and retrieval is definitely a success from our eyes. And I do so. Shan was able to take a look at these, or itinerary as well. So she let me know that going to be answering some questions and an update around crew retrieval marketplace. So I do have some stats around the marketplace. So since we've released marketplace, over 150,000 transactions have been executed. Over 120,000 pole stars have changed hands. Over 20,000 constellations have changed hands. The most sold items are Human Federation and Starfleet pole stars, which is not really surprising, especially in the first week when I think some
First
people
10
didn't
minutes.
know that they could. Yeah, it was.
I was there.
Chaos, absolute chaos. We should put that on a T-shirt. Like I was there for the Federation, the pole star chaos.
Day one.
I've seen some stuff. Yeah, since the week of July 26th to August 1st, to present, the average Polestar unit price has increased by 26.3%. We think that's a lot of the getting the early, very cheap Polestars are being bought and sold. The Human and those ones. So yeah, prices are starting to go up. So we think the amount of Polestars and constellations entering, they're not keeping up, right? So like demand and right. Someone bought a Data Friar Tuck constellation for 9,353,693, and yeah, threw off all my charts. So I'm salty about it.
Actually, I did use the Friar Talk constellation to move a few million between my account. That may have been me.
Maybe it was you. I mean, I can look at DBIDs, Otto. I can catch you red-handed.
If the account has 4 fully fused Dreamwalker Chakotys on it, and I'm not kidding, then it's mine.
Well, you're really desperate for a really good Chakotay.
Well, I speak for the voiceless masses that all feel the same way. I want to take a minute to depart because this is something you brought up. Hashtag shill. Here we go. There's a comment on the Star Trek Timelines subreddit about a week ago that I want to read. I thought I guess I agree with it. Regarding crew retrieval, it's extremely rare for a mature game to introduce a new mechanic like this. It requires significant investment in terms of coding and support and is only indirectly monetized through time gating. Only a month ago, they released a robust marketplace that permits players to exchange constellations and pole stars. I can't stress how rare it is for a game like this to permit players and accounts to trade resources with each other. For a model that generally relies on players chasing random drops that are forever bound to one account, it's a very bold move. So I guess it sort of ties into... we've been having these discussions privately. I figure personally, there's no way that you're making the same kind of income that you are on event packs and regular 6-packs and stuff. So what is sort of the point of this in the game? Is it mostly to enrich the experience as a whole, to give players more to do and just to make it a better game? Or has the monetization actually been pretty good in terms of buying dilithium or quantum speed-ups, et cetera, with dilithium?
So I appreciate this person's post here because it really hasn't been done in many games, and it was a huge challenge for us to tackle that.
I think his name is pronounced Dangavin. I just want to make sure that he gets credit for that.
It was What was I going to say?
Well,
Lost my train of thought.
Was the primary purpose of this just enrich the game and
yeah,
ecosystem?
it was. Yeah, there was a lot of comments around, how do I get the crew that I want without waiting months for a rerun pack or a trait pack or whatnot. And we got that feedback for a long time, and we experienced that ourselves as players, and eventually we were decided to pull the trigger on that and make some adjustments there. And I think overall it is a more fun experience because players have a path to their favorite crew now that is not hard currency locked. Right. I mean, there's features in our games you can get other crew, right? Without spending dilithium, but this one, it's creating your own pack kind of, structure, right? So, since releasing crew retrieval and marketplace, monetization has changed. Monetization strategy has changed, and we've had to adapt as we've gone forward, and we knew that was something we were going to have to do, right? Like we have adjusted the standard dilithium offers in the time portal. We've switched to our weekly iconic crews. We've switched those to the inflated versions, the special deployments. Last month we inflated the event offers as well. Like, so
by inflated, you mean you added more chronotons, etc.
We added more contents to them that without changing the price, right? And over time with our limited time offers with the LTO pop-ups, we've inflated those. We've increased the amount of crew or increased the amount of pack pulls or currencies. We've inflated those LTOs over time. And we've never really gone back and revisited the more standard areas, standard offers in our game. So we knew that was something we were going to have to tackle, and that's something that we have started to tackle, and that's something that will probably continue to change, and we'll have to adapt as we go. Monetization has changed a bit. Not necessarily a bad thing, though.
All right, I want to hit one more point before we move on. And this was sort of asked earlier, but so two parts of the celestial market and crew retrieval in general. The bind quantum, the quantum speed up, you can buy it 50 at a time. That and the other kind of bone of contention is the price to retrieve a super rare is almost identical to the price to retrieve a gold crew, even though there's kind of a big difference in stats. Have you been collecting data on that, on player habits? Do you have enough data there to feel confident drawing a conclusion about that? And are either of those options, either the price to buy quantum or the price to retrieve a super rare crew, are those open to change at any point in the future?
Not open to change right now. Yes, we do keep an eye on it. Not something we want to change or adjust at this point. But yeah, we do see actually a decent amount of players that buy the first quantum, the 50 quantum. Yeah. They do that as like a daily thing, right?
Well, that's been a topic on the show before, because if you just buy the first one to get enough to retrieve a gold crew, it's going to cost you about $1,600. And if you look at the odds in the packs, I mean, maybe you do better in packs, but maybe you don't. And so this is more of a deterministic way to get the crew that you're after. So it's nice to have a choice one way or the other.
I think it's the frequency of, it speeds up how fast you can retrieve something, right? Which I think is like pretty, decent value there.
All right, that's all I've got for Celestial Market. So Idle, unless you have something else.
No, I'm out of questions. That's our questions segment done.
Well, then, Mr.
Are there any other questions from the chat around
I
Marketplace?
think,
Or
chat, you've kind of got a bit of an open room here, so he has invited it. So here's one
there's
from...
some pitchforks. There's some pitchforks about removing costume from checkoffs.
It's not a question. It's fine. Here's one from our co-host Stars and Garters, who's probably in the back of a stockroom somewhere. Any plans to increase rank reward thresholds up from 1500 rank?
Not currently.
Okay. Apollo just says October Mega.
The October Mega.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can share that information just yet.
At the end, I think we have a little bit more to go through.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just scrolling back through chat because I know people were throwing stuff into the void.
Well, actually, I guess I can say one thing. The mega trait is... There's a collection of this mega trait already.
So like the triple one that we just said, yes. Or
back to back.
An existing. No, I mean, is there a collection attached to it, or is it?
There's already an existing one.
So it's existing. Okay, cool.
So all uncommon crew will be bonus for the month of October.
Hey, do you know what? If you did that would be. I'd be interested to see how that goes.
That'd be weird.
10x bonus, something like
common
that.
crew, finally. Something I can use my 1-stars with. That isn't my bullshit, isn't Genos's bullshit nightmare mode.
I don't even think the bonus would be worth it, right? Compared to the other crew.
Let's make it 20 times bonus, I don't know.
2,000 times bonus.
Finally, Ensign Tarsus has his day in the sun. All right. Any plans for potential fleet battles or making fleets more valuable? So like fleet cooperative stuff.
No, but what I mentioned before was like boss battles. Like we've been throwing in this idea around for years now. Actually, is like boss battles, ship boss battles, fleet boss battles. So like as a fleet, you tackle this boss ship or something. But no plans currently.
So here's
a bunch of people.
Yeah. Go on. No, sorry. The usual. Tirade of crew slot sale. Is there going to be a portal update? When's the next elusive treasures? No, crew slot sale. Is there plans for a crew slot sale in the upcoming future?
Yes, there is one planned. Not. Wait, we're in September now, right? Not this month.
Okay.
Oh, it's the first. You can't say not this month. That's an eternity, Ben. It's like 4 weeks at least.
It's like a mega away. Come on. What is planned for Star Trek Day? That's an interesting one.
Oh, we'll get to that. Don't worry.
Oh well, yeah, we'll get to
that. Anything else from chat, or shall we move on?
No, we got to do our carnival stuff because I know you're itching to do it.
Step right up. Ask a question to the man in the tent. You get in here. No. Someone's saying it's a Gauntlet exclusive collection mega. Could you imagine?
Oh, jeez.
Get your Balak while it's hot. Okay. Shall we move on? What shall we do next? I believe you've got a few things to share with us.
No. That's coming at the end.
Is that
we
the
had
end?
Jeopardy. Come on.
Oh, you did the itching to do this. You just want to keep people hooked onto the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta sit through the whole thing.
Fine. All right. Go on then. You do your Carney moment.
I thought you were going to be behind this. All right, we have Jeopardy style. We don't have it all rigged up visually because we got paupers here. We have 4 categories for Ben, and they each have 5 questions each, escalating amount of points. So the total amount of points you can win in this Jeopardy round is 6,000 points. Now, if you manage to get to 3,000, we here at Timelines Talks are willing to donate $50 to the charity of your choice. So there's a lot riding on the line here. If you can get to 3,000 points.
So you need to get to 3,000 points. Yeah. Okay.
So hopefully someone will be keeping track of this because we don't have plans for that either. All right, there are 4 Jeopardy categories, and we'll just go down the line. You can pick a category at a time. We have silhouettes, which will appear on your screen. We have historical documents. Shout out to Galaxy Quest. We have tricky traits, which is basically just us bashing inconsistent traits, and potent potables, which we just stole from Jeopardy. That's going to be kind of a grab bag segment. So silhouettes, historical documents, tricky traits, and potent potables. Take your pick.
Okay. Let's go with the historical documents.
All right. For 100
So how many of each are there?
There are 5 of each. 4 categories, 5 questions in each.
Okay.
All right, Idle. Historical documents for 100.
This character was the 1000th crew released in Star Trek timelines.
Mayweather.
There's nothing here but worthless gold.
That is actually incorrect. The number 1000th crew was Jennifer Sisko.
Oh, okay.
Yes, chronologically, it was.
Okay, I see where this Jeopardy game is going now. Okay.
These are all legit answers.
thanks.
All right. She was the 1000th crew in order. All right. Which category would you like next?
Planning is hard. That's all I'll say that. Let's go with silhouettes next.
Okay, let me bring up the screen.
Right, for 100 points.
Bear with me. If you pay attention to your screen, you should see a silhouette on your screen. Please identify the crew in question.
Captain Tribble.
That is correct. It
Hey,
is Captain
very
Treble.
good.
Hey.
100
That one.
points. I'm sure this charity is going to be very happy. Okay. Yes, pick another category for you.
Let's go with the grab bag.
All right, potent potables. For 100 points, you'll like this one. This former NFL running back played for the New England Patriots between 2008 and 2011 and earned the nickname The Law Firm because of his hyphenated last name.
Oh. You said 2008?
Between 2008 and 2011. Nicknamed The Law Firm. Now, Ben's a big Pats fan.
I don't know.
Oh, really?
There's nothing here but worthless gold.
What?
All right.
What is it?
It was
Who
Ben
is it?
Jarvis Green Ellis. You must know that name.
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Genos
do the
and
nickname.
Chad. Got it. Yeah.
I don't know. My friends are gonna make fun of me now.
You have friends that watch this?
I think if your friends watch this, you got bigger problems than.
I have friends everywhere.
All right.
Let's do another grab bag then. Let's do another grab bag.
All right, Idle listens you for 200 points.
Hang on a minute. Which of these characters do not have a stranded variant? Quark, Riker, Kraft, or Odo?
And chat, if you know this, feel free to chime in. I'm sure the Honorable Ben will not stream cheat.
You see, he's on the data call.
No,
now,
I won't. No, I'm writing. I have a sticky note. So you said Quark,
Riker, Kraft, or Odo. Which one of those do not have the stranded variant?
I think it's Riker.
All
Got it.
All right. So if you're keeping track at home, he's up to 300 points. If he gets to 3,000, we're making a donation to the charity of his choice. All right, next category, Ben.
All right, let's do a silhouette.
Okay. Let me just check the silhouette categories. Oh, where are we? Hang on. There we go. Right.
200 points.
This is for 200 points. Please identify, which you'll see about now. You should see on your screen the silhouette in question.
Oh, it's what is this exact name though? I know that we just released them. The triple vacuum guy.
I'll take it.
Well, we'll accept that.
We'll accept
one,
that.
yes.
The triple
Very
vacuum
good.
guy. Janitor.
Janitor. Cabot. USS Cabot Janitor.
Janitor.
There you go. Cabo, depending if you're.
Okay.
Yeah.
500 points. We should have set this threshold higher. We might actually get there. Okay, pick another category, Ben.
Okay. Let's do tricky traits. This category is going to be
We are going to
rough for me.
destroy you in this category. All right, for 100 points. True or false, Anbo Jitsu Riker has the athlete trait?
True.
There's nothing here but worthless gold.
No, you would think so, but in fact, Ambojitsu Riker is not an athlete.
Oh god, let's do another one of those.
Another tricky trait. All right.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's just get them over with. Let's just.
Which Gauntlet exclusive crew has as many unique 65% Gauntlet crit sets as all the other Gauntlet exclusive combined? And obviously, for those that need reminding, that is Guinan, Locutus, Armus, Balok, Caretaker, and the Red Angel.
I think it's the new one, Balok.
Hey!
Got it.
Nice.
All right, it's up to 700 points. Which category next?
Let's just do the traits.
You're gonna roll through them. All right.
Yeah.
Tricky traits for 300 points. Which of these crew has the hidden Admiral trait? A. Admiral Kirsten Clancy, B. Admiral Georgiou, C. Admiral Patrick, or D. Activated Dodge?
Who does have the?
Which of those four has the hidden Admiral trait? Admiral Kirsten Clancy, Admiral Georgiou, Admiral Patrick, or Activated Dodge?
Georgiou.
There's nothing here but worthless gold.
No, in fact, Activated Dodge is hidden Admiral, not Admiral Clancy, Admiral Georgiou, or Admiral Patrick.
You want to carry on with the
So, I mean,
traits?
those are hidden traits, though. Those are hidden traits.
Yes.
They're not player facing.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Admiral. Okay. If you wish to continue with the traits, then the next one is...
No, I need a break there. Let's go historical document.
Okay. Which of the following crew was nerfed after their release? Was it A. Dr. Chaotica, B. Polywater Yar, C. Klingon Kayla, or D. All of the above?
I know Polywater Yar was. I'm trying to think of the other two.
Just a reminder, that is A. Dr. Chaotica, B. Polywater Yar, C. Klingon Kayla.
I'm gonna
Or
say
D,
all.
or D, all of them. Sorry, I should have mapped it.
All of them.
Correct.
Yes.
All crew had stats changes after they were released.
All right, what is he up to? 900 points?
I thought you
Yes.
were counting.
No, chat.
Genos.
Chat, what are we up to? 900?
That help.
Don't sniff the charity now. What are the actual points? What are we at? I think we're at 900.
Hey, if
count.
we make it to 3,000, I will match.
Oh, there you go.
I will match.
Genos, he has
He has
100.
100. No, he's doing better than that.
Fuck's sake. All right, we'll say you've got 900.
Okay.
We were no, what was it? 700, and that was for 200. So yeah, no, you should be on 900. There we go.
All right. Next categories.
Let's do another historical document.
Okay.
Okay, for 300 points. How much dilithium was spent for notably handsome Timelines Talks host Stars and Garters to obtain one copy of EV Suit War? 5,000 dilithium, 12,000 dilithium, 23,000 dilithium, or 45,000 dilithium?
Yeah, I'll never release a crew for someone in a theme pack again because I felt terrible. Is it the 4,000?
Those numbers: 5,000, 12,000, 23,000, or 45,000.
Go 45,000.
You gotta tell me, Otto. I didn't know.
Oh no, no, it's actually 23,000.
28.
Worthless gold.
So not actually that bad.
Okay.
Now point values are increasing, folks. Don't give up on them yet.
Oh no.
Okay, next category, Ben.
Let's do another historical document.
Redeem yourself here.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many player parts together care packages did Wicked Realm Games send to players between April 2020 and May 2021? Was it 23, 25, 27, or 29?
Oh geez. If I had more time, I could figure it out. Because there were I think there was
Say the Jeopardy
a
theme,
few
come on.
weeks that we there was a few weeks that we missed.
Shy Pond sympathises. He
planning.
goes, why does anyone know this?
Yeah, no, that's a good question.
Yeah.
This is the only nice question to WRG in the whole round of Jeopardy. Okay.
What was? Can you repeat the options again?
23, 25, 27, or 29.
2023.
Auto.
Okay, I wrote the question, but I don't know the answer, so we're just going to give you 400 points. All right.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Probably not even right.
Yeah, fuck it.
I was gonna say, like, that's a lot of prep. It's a lot of prep to figure that
I was
out.
going to say, because you auto wrote this, I was like, do you really know this?
No, I don't know. We're just going to give him 3 points because he's a nice guy. All right. He's up to 1,300 points, almost halfway to 3,000. All right. What category's up next, Ben?
Yeah, let's do a silhouette.
Let's do a silhouette. Let me find out which silhouette is next. Okie dokie. Right. That one. Okay. Please tell me which crew is on your screen. Should be now.
I think that's Mother Horta.
That is correct. Yeah. That is a nice, easy set of points there.
Let's do another one of those.
Oh, another
so you got the whole
1600
the whole
points.
who's that Pokemon?
Okay.
Graphic.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. I nearly got the audio as well, but I had to overdub it and I didn't have time. But there we go. Okay, so we want to go for this one. Sorry, apologise for the image there. I didn't have the alpha transparency in time.
Suspiria.
I'm afraid that is incorrect. That is, in fact...
There's nothing here but worthless gold.
Also, who is that?
It's actually the Muppet from the Mana Mana song. I know they look very similar, and you could be confused for Suspiria.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, Ben. That's completely wrong. It's Mana Mana.
No. Okay. Next.
Phenomena. Okay, I should have done that one.
Yeah. Okay, what category is up next, Ben? You're at what do we say? 14?
I have one more silhouette, right?
You do one more silhouette, correct? Okay, so let's do.
Yeah,
the
let's just get
last
that one.
silhouette. And it should be on your screen now.
What?
Would you like to know their traits?
Oh, don't make it too.
That looks like a Pokemon.
Oh, do you know what?
It
Yeah,
is,
isn't
in fact, it is in fact Gardevoir, the fairy psychic type
God.
Pokemon
Psychic,
introduced
yeah.
in Generation 3. Number 282 in your Pokedex.
That's a trick
folks.
question, and it's still kind of.
Hey,
I know.
you figured it out.
Figured
You
it
get the
out.
points for this one. Very good.
2,100. You're up to 2,100 points now. Congratulations.
Tricky.
Okay.
All right, so that was
But
the
this guy-
last silhouette.
Yep.
That was good. I didn't think
Yeah,
you'd
well
get
done.
that one.
All right, let's do a historical document.
Okay.
Okay, for 500 points. Now, if you don't get this one, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Ben was the deals guy. I don't know if you still are. You were for a while, the offers guy. So this should be right up your wheelhouse. For 500 points, one of the famous Monday offers of the past was the ultra high value Sail the Starry Skies, which for the low price of 25 of your original dollars granted you 700 schematics for various, quote, powerful and iconic ships. Name the titles of 2 other ship schematic limited time cash offers other than Sail the Starry Skies.
Oh, that was like right in the beginning of my time working on the game, so I don't know if I'll be able to get these. Plunder the Galaxy was one. That might not been a ship specific one.
Okay, and can you name one other?
Of those early day.
Yeah, the different
Early
packs
day
for the
ones.
different ships.
Yeah,
I think one was Borg,
don't-
one was like the NX-01. All right, have we hit the timer yet? Do we
Sail
have
the
those?
Starry Skies. Yeah, no.
The timer has elapsed, unfortunately. Your
Where-
options were be assimilated, ship it, or patrol the galaxy. You were close with
Oh, for
Plunder
sure.
the
we'll
answer. We'll give that a...
Are we giving them half credit for that one?
Yeah, all right. I'll tell you what. Well, instead of the 500 points,
You got one of
200. Let's give you 200 points for that. So that's 300 you're up to.
How close are we? What are we up to?
300.
Well, you need 700 more points.
Yep.
Okay. What do I have left remaining? I have
2. You've
two
got
grab bags.
Tricky traits and potent potables, yes.
Let's do a tricky trait.
All right, for 400 points.
Which of the following crew does not have both the male and female hidden traits? As a reminder, which following crew does not have both the male and female hidden traits? The Bashirs, the Roshenkos, George and Gracie, the Hansons, or Indulgent 7? So just a reminder, which crew does not have both the female and male hidden traits? Bashirs, Roshenkos, George and Gracie's, Hansons, or Indulgent 7?
Is it Indulgent 7?
Do you know what?
No, it's not.
There's nothing here but worthless gold.
I'm afraid it is the rare crew, George and Gracie, who need the female tag to qualify for Saturday cadet missions and don't have it. So, womp womp.
For those
Interesting.
who need to finish their cadet missions after however many years playing this game.
Hey, some of us like to re-roll every month, all right? I know, hidden traits aren't fair. We gave him the Pokemon one for 500. Come on. Okay. Yeah, one more tricky trait and a few potent potables.
Let's do a tricky trait again, and then we'll finish off with the random.
Okay, this one's going to be real snarky. Shortly after his event ended, little boy Blue Wesley had his human trait removed, despite being the holographic image of a human. In the January trait audit, how many holographic images of humans had the human trait added to them? 5, 10, 20, or 30? How many crew in the trait audit had
20.
the human trait added to them? 20. That is correct!
Yes. I
I
knew that was one of them that week.
Oh, that means we're up to 2,700, 300 more points.
Ooh.
Would you have hit the 3,000 threshold? It's on the line here.
You get any of these
the
next
grab bags.
three.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just have potent potables left for 300 points. Which Star Trek episode is the crew Helmsman Wyatt from?
He asked for no Star Trek show trivia, but we don't
I don't know that one.
Oh, I do apologise. That is in fact from the movie. This is a misleading question also, because it's in fact from the movie First Contact.
We're completely fair on this show. What can we say?
Okay, last one for 400 points.
Two questions left. You have to get one of these to reach the 3,000 platinum.
All right.
Okay, for 400 points. Which of the following characters has the fewest legendary variants? Scotty, Sulu, Chekhov, or Chakotay? Which of the following characters has the fewest legendary variants? Scotty, Sulu, Chekhov, or Chakotay?
I think it's Chakotay. Or it's
That's
Chekhov.
right.
Oh, it is Chakotay. Okay.
Well, we're going with the first.
Correct, you have exceeded. We have hit.
Yeah.
Incredibly, the first officer of Voyager has been shafted compared to the original series. 3 seasons of the original series, background characters get more gold variants than Chakotay.
Oh, and don't forget that Chakotay is appearing in Star Trek Prodigy as well.
Oh, that's right.
There you go. Would you like to take the daily double? Because it's the only question we have left.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because this is because
Production value. Hold on. We have one trigger set up for the show, so I'm going to play it again.
which beer has not been featured on Timeline's Talk, specifically on Timeline's Talk's interviews with WRG Ben? A wood chop stout, a can the size of Otto's head, black sheep ale, young buck lager, or a doggo dipper, something, a DIPA. So that's a wood chop stout, a can the size of Otto's head, black sheep ale, young buck lager, or doggo DIPA.
No, it's a daily double, so you can bet any amount of points here if you want to blow the roof off it. So how many points are you going to bet on the... Oh, we should have made him bet before the question. Oh, well. I don't watch Jeopardy. What am I, 40?
I already hit the threshold, so it's... Do I want to risk that?
Bet $1 then.
I'll bet a... Wait, am I at the threshold?
You fit it. No, you've exceeded it.
3,100.
Well,
Bet 1 point.
I will bet a single imaginary point.
Wonderful. So you had 3099. Which, funny enough, is the exact voyage score of Resolute Chakotay. No, I'm joking.
Okay. Give him the question.
So there were two there. There was a lager, and then there was something sheep.
You have a wood chop stout, a can the size of Otto's head, black sheep ale, young buck lager, or a doggo, and I've been reliably informed from chat, double IPA.
Can the size of Otto's head sounds like something Otto would bring on. So I think I'm gonna go with the lager.
The young buck lager.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on, my triggers? Yes, celebrate!
Yeah.
You have succeeded with 3,103 points. We still got one point.
Oh, that's right.
Which doubled, yeah. Oh, no, wait, hang on. No, sorry, that should be 307.
Do you get 500 from that? Who cares?
Oh, fuck it.
All right. Well, then after the show, Ben, you let us. You pick a charity of your choice, and we will pay up because you know more about the game than we thought you might. Very good.
You certainly know more about the beers we're drunk on the show as well.
Yeah, surprised I got that one, but I will match that. That was fun. That was a fun game.
Amazing. No, thank you for that. All
right.
Should we get
so
to
now what everyone's been waiting for? Yeah.
For everyone that's fallen asleep on the stream. Wakey.
Yeah, let's talk about some stuff. Can I take a quick bathroom break?
Please do. Never stop me.
Only 500 more, and you'll match Idol on this show. So don't worry about it.
So, what have we learned today here, children?
I would have pronounced it Doggo Dipper. Shows what
I would. Yeah, it's the way you spelt it there was Dipper, but yeah,
that's what it said on the can, you know.
An IPA. Well, I've got some. Was it New England IPAs? And I look at them and go, oh, that's a NEPA. It's just how it says on the can.
We have no selection. I mean, I love Germany. I like their beers, but you know, I've been looking for nice artwork for these shows, and I can never find it.
No, I've got a not a shilling here, but I've got a subscription to Beer 52 at the moment, which is doing me quite nicely, which gives me a set of random beers once a month or once every 20 days or so. So that's keeping me going. It's quite fun.
Did I show my beer? What was it? Advent calendar?
You did, yeah. The big box. I think isn't that where the can the size of your head came from, or was that from something else?
No, that was around 29 beers, and I struggled to lift it up to the camera. But...
No, you brought that out for not the last interview, the one before, didn't you? Or the crew retrieval, where you came up and just went, look what I've got!
All right, so if anyone in chat remembers all the questions Ben passed on, we have to circle back around and wildly speculate about what might be coming.
Any of those pregnant pauses that was just like,
Yeah, I told him every time he looks off screen, we're going to know he's...
Oh, yeah.
His product manager came to his house and is doing the throat slash symbol whenever he says something he's not supposed to.
Yeah, we're just saying, you know, you little red dot that was appearing on your forehead whenever you were starting to talk about something you weren't supposed to. You know, we saw it. Yeah. It's okay. You're in a safe space. Blink if you're not being coerced.
Okay, let me adjust something real quick before I share screen.
Yeah. Thank you, Jay Freder, for subscribing. We appreciate it.
Oh, and by the way, your site advice video is done. It's being processed and should be out soon.
I need to do that. To block out some time to do some video editing and not play around with what the dub clips.
All right, Ben, what's the juicy details?
Sorry, still setting up.
Okay.
Do we have something to show off to people, or is this just
We do.
Wonderful.
All right, folks. Turn on your tellies. Go full screen here.
Put seatbelts on your eyes, because we're about to take them for a ride.
I would have felt real bad if you hadn't gotten to 3,000 points.
Had to do the
Pretty
gimme.
sure half of them were just trick questions anyway, but
I think there was one genuine question that you put in there. One without a sense of. Uh-oh. Technical issues. We nearly had technical issues. I couldn't actually start the stream 10 minutes before the start. Everything was crashing on my computer, so this is not uncommon.
Might need a minute here.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
we're nothing if not vampires.
Chat, what beers are you drinking tonight? Oh, Cairo, you'll have some Herta private pills. I can watch the real show. Yes, we should have a beer. We should actually have a beer stream at some point.
I guess, but then does that disqualify Stars and Garters? He's got to find some light beer.
No, because after we've had a few, he can laugh at
non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, he can laugh at us. Yeah, you can drink non-alcoholic beer. That's fine. There's some pretty good ones out there. I've the Ghost Ship non-alcoholic beer, which is a local brewery, Adnams, near my way. They do a very good 0% that doesn't taste any different. I actually went on a stag do where everything was 0%. And I just, yeah. It was terrible. I didn't enjoy myself at all. Hey, right.
There we go. The magic Discord sound effect.
Oh, hang on. Let me just change my screen aspect so you can actually get that all in. Right. Please.
Well, 1 second.
No, that's
I
fine.
see some
Doing it on the
silky
fly.
smooth frame rate right here.
Thoughtful Jester, that is not the Prodigy ship, that is the Prometheus, which is similar in design, actually. Very, very close.
Okay. Cool. So Star Trek Day is coming up. So I can share some Star Trek Day things. I have a teaser. Of course, I come on the show. I need to have a teaser for something. So it is. I'm going to post it on the forums. It is another visual puzzle teaser. This is courtesy of our art manager Joe. He was upset with how quick it was solved last time.
Oh, okay.
So he made it more difficult.
And for those that don't know, Joe came on our stream for the charity stream, and when you guys were talking through. So yeah.
Let's post that.
Where's it going?
It is going in Starfleet Communications.
Ooh.
So it's there.
Okay, right.
All right, so
It's a zip file?
Star Trek Day. Yeah,
Thank you for not preempting the show for once. All right.
Okay. Star Trek Day. It's fast approaching next week. So we have some special content that I'd like to share with you guys. So on the 2nd, which is tomorrow, we have the 55 years campaign that we'll be putting up that features 4-star Vina and 5-star The Keeper. 55 years, that's a long time. The 6th. So on the 6th, we will have I believe it's Labor Day. We'll have a high value, low price point offer as a little Labor Day sale. On the 7th, we are doing another LTO experiment that ties directly into the theme pack for that week. So we've done this once or twice before with the Monsters theme pack years ago.
Right, with
so we wanted to try that again. Felt like that was a special time to do it. So we're going to do it on the 7th. So on the 8th at 1 a.m. Eastern, we will have a 5-star crew giveaway pack that will go up. The thing I just posted on the forums hints at who that new crew is. So it's a little puzzle.
That Idol's putting the puzzle together on screen as we speak. So.
It's all rotated.
Good luck. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he rotated them a bunch of ways too.
All right, this is getting a little phallic. Idol. Maybe wait until we're done.
Oh Lord, are we going there? Are we? All right, maybe I'll cut that. All right. Sorry, please carry on.
Okay. Yeah, that puzzle is courtesy of our wonderful art manager Joe. That pack will come down on the 22nd at noon. Also on the 8th, we have 3 temporary achievements that are going live again. at 1 a.m. That will give additional copies away of that giveaway crew.
Ooh. Excellent.
And those achievements will no longer be visible on the 22nd at 1 a.m. On the 10th, it is Walter Culling's birthday. He played Chekhov. So we're going to be doing a birthday behold. Included in that birthday behold is Platonian Chekhov, Dancing Chekhov, and First Officer Chekhov.
The newly not costumed Platonian Chekhov.
That person out there that's got 4 or 5 Platonian Chekhov just waiting to complete his costume collector's like, no!
He's like, no, don't do it. Oh, the other ones don't have it. So, yeah, that was a mistake on our end. But on the 28th, we will have a new collection right before the spooky month of Halloween. The collection will use the primal trait.
Ooh.
So it's another smaller,
the Mugato
smaller
collection.
Yes. Yeah, there we go. It's there. Using primal.
Interesting.
And sometime during this month we'll have an honor sale and a new crew enter the honor hall as well.
We'll just throw that in.
That's fine. Casually.
That's there. Yeah, it's gonna be sometime this month.
So another honor hall crew right after triple captain.
Yes.
Cool.
Interesting.
I love honor hall crew.
No,
our design team really likes making them because they're pretty unique, right? Like we've
just for a point of reference for anyone watching. Sorry, there are currently 10 primal crew.
Okay, can you because you're the harbinger of spoilers here. Can you tell us, is this 10 crew, is this going to be like a 1, 5, 10 stat booster, or is it going to be a vanity type rewards with chronotons and packs?
I think with the smaller ones, we typically do every step, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, or smaller steps. It's with the bigger ones that we do the larger gaps. But I don't think we've mapped out exactly like the structure of what it's going to look like just yet. But typically with the smaller ones, it's
so for those holding the Mugatu Polestar, price is going to go up. Sell.
Yeah,
you could award an evolved Mugatu if you collect all 10, something like that. Like Scapegoat, only worse.
It is that second star on Scapegoat O'Brien, isn't it?
It's the meta collection.
Did you say there was 11?
I thought 10 should be. Oh, at least 10. What I'm seeing here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I see 10.
10, yeah.
Well, there will be 11. So.
Okay.
And then we'll have an honor sale and a new honor crew. I didn't create a little cipher for the new honor crew. I'm trying to think of a clever way to.
Does the name rhyme with Bokote?
Rhymes with Schmorg Schmeven.
Schmorg Schmeven.
Schmorg.
We'll never figure this out. Ben, why do you make it so tough on us?
Oh, Torg 11, the Tellarite crew from...
Got it.
Yeah.
Schmorg Schmeven and the Shaved Mugatu. The show's going off the rails. Usually it doesn't go off the rails till you leave, Ben, but...
Cool. So that's what we have for Star Trek Day.
Wow.
We do have later this month, we're going to be releasing a new client as well. So for our next client, 820, we've been hard at work on it. We decided after the few big features that we did around crew retrieval and marketplace, we wanted to do something more quality of life focused. So this client has some quality of life changes and a little extra stuff too. So that includes bug fixes, UI updates, and another small feature. And we're also able to update some of our dev tools too. Quality of life is not just for players, but it's for the devs as well. The game is 5 years old, so there's a lot of old tools that sometimes we have to sit around for a minute and just like, come on, this could be so much faster. So yeah, we're revisiting some of our tools too.
You want to talk about optimizing spreadsheets? I'm here. Let's go. Sorry, Carl.
So some improvements, some quality of life improvements. There, actually, let me touch on this. What I'm showing. So we have a no UI mode that we added to the game. This was something that I personally wanted for a long time. Our artists, our 3D artists, they spend a lot of time on our ships and our 3D environments, and they look pretty cool when you drop the whole UI around it. So so we added that. In fleets, there is now a fleet filter where you can see how many daily missions your fleet has done, who has completed them. So I think this might shake things up a bit.
Oh, wow.
So that was a big requested thing after we started to, after we added the complete all dailies mission here with ISM. So
man, your fleet sucks.
Yeah, well, this is also a test account, and you can see some of these players are over 1,000 days old, 2,000 days old. So cool. Yeah, so
that's cool.
New filter. Items that live in the faction shops that refresh every day, they will now show in the get menu. Oh, wrong thing. Do you think it's this one? Nope. I went too far. So they should now show in the get menu here.
I see. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, so we added that. We do have on the backlog to add cadet challenge, faction items that drop in cadet challenges, to add them here too. So that's on the backlog.
Now, would those only show up on the days that you can actually get them? Like if it's a Tuesday?
That's how I think they should work. I don't think the get menu should show you something that you have to wait for. If there's things that you can grind for, like some of them on here are locked, right? Like you just need to progress, and you can get there that day if you want. But things like the cadet challenge schedule, you can't really get to that day. So we'll probably wouldn't show them. Well, actually, no, I could see that being valuable as well, right? Like maybe you don't want to replicate and you want to wait a day.
I mean, if it's locked, it's locked. Like you have the missions you haven't completed. If the cadet challenge is locked, it means you can't do it, or you can't access it at that time.
Right, but if it's just a cadet challenge for another day, I could see some valuable maybe being in there. I don't know. I'll have to talk to Fury about that. Replicator. So the replicator panel now shows how many replicator uses you have left that day. So yeah, this one I'm really excited for.
Very very long requested feature that has been. Yes,
it has. And so with this quality of life client, we wanted to ease some pain points. And so that was definitely one of them. Another one that I am extremely jazzed about is that we have added collection information into crew details panel. So you scroll down here, you can see this crew, what collections they are in, how many owned. Currently, I think it's a little bugged right now. And then how many you have immortalized up to the next milestone.
Yeah. Is your plan for this sort of side panel to eventually just keep adding information to it, or do you have sort of a limit to say like this is probably enough? Because you previously added the full stats. That was sort of your last update you did sort of not that long ago, and then you've now added the collections. Is there plans to add more to that, or is this kind of like, have you got anything future to add to it?
So I don't think we have anything future to add to it right now. But this collection portion of it, we actually wanted to try to get that into the marketplace clients. We just ran out of time, and it was one of those things that dropped off at the end. But it was something we always intended and wanted to get into the game. So, so I'm very excited about this because this is not the only place that it shows either. We're gonna do a quick behold.
You spend that 588,000 times at the
yeah. Because it also shows here in Beholds too.
So look at that. 5 stars straight away. You will take that Riker.
Streamer luck. So we've added a new tab up here for collections. Days of Chekhov is not in a collection. I know Riker is though.
Is
So they're listed here.
Is that also reflected in the cryostasis vault, or is this just in the Beholds?
I believe it's in the cryostasis vault as well. I will have to check with our QA and Fury, but I believe it is because that's the same panel. Yeah. So we think just even that collection information, I think might help players to try to pin a value on a specific crew or when they're choosing a Behold of, how they want to go, and then featuring that collection information up front. I think will be important for players to kind of make a decision and assist them make a decision.
We'll stop people using all these pesky third-party tools that they're so.
Did you say in-game wiki? All right, Ben.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, the wiki is an inspiration, right? The information there is great. A lot of the player tools, the data core.
I was gonna say, let me tell you about the data core.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about their retrieval function. It's transcendent.
It is. Yeah, I looked at it the other day. It's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. So we'll have some collection information there. Some other UI adjustments that we made. Achievements always felt out of place on the daily missions pop-up or the daily missions thing here because they're not daily. So we moved achievements up to the player profile up top here because they're not something you're going to be claiming constantly. I know for temporary achievements we have a solution for that I will get to in a little bit. But we moved achievements up here. Other things that we did. So we now have the dailies fold-out panel. The text here and possibly the icon will change, but we added another fold-out. I could hear everyone rolling their eyes. But we added another fold-out here. We wanted to, like we did with the other ones, to kind of centralize, centralized features or centralized areas that are related to one another. So daily things, daily rewards, campaigns, daily missions, and we added cadet challenges in there as well.
Oh, so you've moved them off the bottom bar.
If any of the UI code monkeys are listening, I do have one small request. You just increase the hitbox a little bit, because I swear I click right next to that blue box sometimes, and then it folds the menu down like, it's like it's my fault for not clicking accurately, but it's still irritating. So
can we get keyboard shortcuts? That'd be great.
I'm sure Fury is listening. She usually does. I have 4 messages from Fury, so probably.
She said, "You joker, you're doing terribly on the show. Let me on next time."
Can you just ask Fury about what she thinks about the upcoming weapons for Deep Rock Galactic? What class is she going to be main when that happens?
No, she's very excited about the whale. And then they said they need to watch their mouths. Wow, dude, they're grilling you like a burger. And she said, "Don't start me on DRG." Yeah, I'm sure Fury heard to increase the boxes, the hit boxes there. So I'm sure that's something that we can address at maybe not for this client, but maybe for the one after. Cool. So the daily follow panel. Yep. Go ahead.
I see a little button in the upper left that's teasing me. It says "Start Voyage."
Yeah. So there's a few things part of this. Voyages always felt awkward switching to the galaxy map to go to get them. I think especially for new players, when they unlock voyages, they're like, where is it? I can't sign it. So we decided to move voyages to the main HUD here. And there's a few things that this affects. So this change alone is pending an A/B test. So that's a product thing. A thing that product likes to do is A/B test specific changes. And what does that do to? What does that cause players to do? Right. If we, change the voyage button over here, does it cause players to not play as many away missions or not play as many ship battles, and that can affect the play, the enjoyment of the game for a player. So there's a few things that we're going to be A/B testing in the next few weeks that will have effects on if these changes, if this voyage button stays here or if it reverts back to the galaxy map. So take it with a grain of salt. It could change, but that's the current state of it now. The other thing is the little Dabo pip here. This is something I think we had like long time ago in a client, and then I think some sort of change might have broken it. This little Dabo wheel pip will only pop up when you haven't claimed anything from Dabo that day. The cheap credits pull. It's always worth a shot, I guess. So we decided just to have a little pip there. That is also pending an A/B test. So some players may have it, some players may not have it. It's just because we're trying to figure out if it's if it hurts player performance.
So you're going to selectively test this in the next client. It won't be everyone that'll have this update.
Yeah.
Okay. So just to sort of go back in the comments, if people are saying I've got this and other people I haven't, what's going on? This is why you are testing.
Yeah. We just wanted to publicly say that just so some players are not really confused around it. So so there's that. The voyage button that moved, and also something I shared last time was the new LTO placement. The new LTO placement that I believe showed up here, and that's also pending an A/B test because of the voyage changes. So it all kind of affects one another. The LTO placement and timing of pop-ups is currently being A/B tested. That was started today, so we'll get results back from that, and then possibly you'll see a change to that in the next few weeks.
So I have to say the coinciding the new photo mode with this rearrangement, like is that sort of one thing causing another, or is it just circumstance that it happen to come together? Because I think it's great that if you're going to be adding more buttons, now we also have the option to, if you want to look at the cool art that you guys have spent so much time on, you can do that now and not worry about new things potentially clogging that up. So is that just happenstance, or did that sort of come together?
Yeah, I guess they were kind of one and the same. We always liked, we have some dev tools that would drop the UI, and when we did that, like during testing, we were like, wow, we have some pretty cool art in this game. Like it's a screensaver mode, and we're really proud of the art, and we're happy with it. So we figured, adding a button there to drop the UI, just it looks really cool. You can switch out your ships and whatnot. So we always wanted to do that. That was actually a hackathon or one of those things, little small features that that our dev team wants to get into the game, but stuff that usually never prioritize over other things. So I think I answered that question. Yes. Yeah, I think it was just coincidence. So the galaxy map, one change here is that we added a close button. That's cool.
Okay.
Next, so the daily rewards panel. Fury's been busy on this client. Nope. I wanted to go to the daily rewards. So daily rewards. There were some UI adjustments here. We brought out these numbers a little bit. We added in the bottom here how many days until the calendar refreshes. We fixed the little text here. If you're a VIP of a certain level, you get 2x the rewards there. That text got deleted somehow, so we fixed that. So that's there. And then there's also a preview for the first thing of the next month as well. So we made some small UI adjustments there. That is a bug that Fury is aware. And another thing we added to daily missions. So now that we kind of removed, this, the option over here to switch between that and campaigns and whatnot, we wanted to make sure there was still a path for that. So we have the campaigns button here. I don't have a campaign running in the dev environment right now, but a button would show here, so you can kind of quickly go back and forth if you wanted to. Again, this is just more general UI cleanup that the team and Fury really wanted to get to. Ship pop-up revamp. So all of the previous information that was displayed will still be displayed. Didn't want to see that, and now I can't see it. Anyways, selecting a ship either in skirmishes or you see a player in arena, you can pop on their ship. It'll list the ship abilities now as well, and list all the stats. So just a little more information for the player. And the format of it is to reflect the crew details pop up with the different tabs up top. So there's like a ship details, and then there's a abilities. Some bug fixes. There was one that was haunting us for a long time. That was the get menu bug. That one is now fixed. Will be fixed with our latest client. That was the one where it said it was a rare reward or it's a duplicate rare reward, even though it was one you already claimed. And then you spending crons on it, you wouldn't get the reward because there was an issue there. So we fixed that bug.
How much customer support time is that going to save you? Because I've seen so many people say I had to put in a ticket for 50 chronotons.
Yeah, no, it'll help. It'll help in the long run. I don't know exact timing. But I know that one and the Voyage bug we get tickets of the most. Like I said, we have added a few more analytics to the Voyages feature in order to get more information and more data on where things are slipping up. So hopefully we'll have some more information soon regarding that one. But like I said, we hired an engineer. We've spent we spent so many time and resources on this on the Voyage one. So we want to fix it. We're working on fixing it. We'll get there. And then there's some general other bug fixes. Already talked about some new features. Already talked about the no UI mode. We also made changes around beholds, adding a wider variety of things. So in the future, you may see mixed rarity crew behold buckets. So instead of getting all 5-star, you might get 5 or 4. Not affecting the premium. Not affecting the premium. Pack balls.
Right.
Not affecting
okay.
that. And these will just be special. These will just be special separate packs.
100%
I knew it was going to be
The monkey paw curls.
No, we're not. There'll be special occasions, and it won't be. It's not like you would get It's not taking a 5-star out of your behold, right? It's adding 5-stars in. So, and then some schematic beholds as well. That is a new thing that we have. So you may see those coming in. Yeah. We've gotten a lot of feedback around. I want a ship. I don't really know how to get it. We figured a quicker way to do that. Would be to add a schematic beholds. So giving players more option, like we've done with crew. So you might see those coming in the future. Okay, last thing, objective events. I think I already kind of teased it. So we have an objective event here.
Huh.
Yeah, it's this is all temp art, but unfortunately, it's not completely ready to show just yet. But I do want to say that objective events will be included in this client coming out. And I want to temper expectations, I guess, a bit. They're not like a main weekend event from when.
I think you said that earlier. So you're using sort of time with the mini event.
Yeah, so they're more like midweek solo objective based events, going further down the line too, we think of them more as spots for temporary achievements as well. We've gotten a lot of feedback for players love temporary achievements, love this thing. So adding that and having more variety and more structure into the temporary achievements, adding them into the event hub, I think that'll go a long way. And we'll actually be using the event hub for what the original design was. We're only a year late, but we were able to get there. So the midweek events, we're hoping to run our first objective event in late October. And that'll be
7 weeks.
Yeah, that'll be a Wednesday, that'll be a Monday to Wednesday objective event.
So can you talk at all about the gameplay of objective events? You said it ties into temporary achievements, so sort of similar to, I guess I could say, the fetch quests in World of Warcraft, where you have to run 20 away
Kill
missions,
200
run 10
gold.
ship battles, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I would say it's similar to that. We're still tweaking the design, so we don't want to go too much into detail on that stuff right now. But this is something that we're going to be getting in for this client, and we will have more information on what objective events are going to be really used for and how they're going to be structured. We'll have more information on that in a few weeks from Shan. So stay tuned to the forums. So I think that's most of what I had. A2O is currently scheduled for release in mid to late September, and then a Force upgrade in the middle of October.
This is more stuff than you've ever dropped at once on an appearance. I'm writing it all down as we go.
I have my notes on this intersected between your Jeopardy scores. It's just all over. It's just all over the page.
Yes, Ensign, it's all over
me. Yes, so we're gonna have to dissect this when you have departed us. But no, thank you very much as always for coming on and sharing something. Because again, we don't oblige you to come and share anything. We just say lightning round Q&A, come in, and you're very gracious to give us a little insight into your working environment and what you're doing. So as always, thank you very much for bringing this to us, and especially for, I know, a few people, the fleet, seeing who's doing their dailies is going to be very important. I just, in the middle of that, I messaged someone, just went, they're introducing it. You can crack the whip on your fleet now.
Everyone's got to pull their own weight now.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to Shan, who she asked for a roadmap and itinerary ahead of time because she has to write do a write-up after of a lot of the things covered. I think we went through about 500 questions. So good luck, Shan, trying to cover this. It's a thankless
Just
job.
ignore all that. Just do his Jeopardy responses. It's fine. That's what the people want to know.
She did. Oh no, she did tell me to say something about that. What was it? I don't think she's going to be adding a summary of all the questions.
Well, right.
It's just because there was over 100, I think.
Just for the important stuff.
But yeah.
All the new stuff that you dropped is enough to fill an announcement.
It's going to keep us guessing for a while. I'm very intrigued, especially about I think objective events are going to get people talking quite a lot because it is finally a new event mode, which is intriguing, to say the least.
Yeah. I think it'll be a little carrot during the downtime of main events. That that the rewards will be worth logging in during those days. For the very competitive event folks, we think that more players are going to be logging in on those days, those in between days. So
we have a final question from the chat from Shiraz12369. Is Ben, where did you get your shirt from?
I think Coles.
Okay.
I think I got that Coles.
Now, are you one of those young men who lets their wife do their shopping for them, or are you still completely in control of your life and all?
No, I'm still. I mean, she has some say, but I have the final say.
Listen. When I came out of the kitchen wearing this, when I came out of the kitchen wearing this, my wife just went. And she goes, "You wear that in your office, and that's it." I'm like, yeah, okay.
Oh, great. Cool. Well, thanks for having me, guys.
Yes,
Really
thank you
appreciate it.
very much as always, and thank you to everyone behind the scenes that sort of make these things happen. But any final remarks from yourself, Ben, before we depart and we talk about you for about 2 hours? No.
Oh, where's that cipher at? The image.
Oh, I don't
Has
know.
anyone
I think
solved
this
it
is.
yet?
No, I haven't seen anything on chat yet. Let's have a look at the forums. I don't think it's. Let's see if there's any Photoshop wizards out there. You probably saw me trying to assemble it on screen, but it's all rotated. Let's have a look. No one said anything yet.
No, not yet. They're all completely entranced by Timeline's talks.
Of
so
course they
maybe
are.
after we get off the air, they'll start figuring it out.
Yeah. Now, Racing Line says no progress on
All
my own.
right.
Shy Porn is working on it, so there you go. No, Ben, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much, as always, for gracing us and gracing the community with your support. So we polite but and claps all around. we hope to
Thanks
see
for
you
having me, guys.
Yeah, we hope to see you soon.
Yeah.
Cheers, Ben.
See ya.
Yeah. Right. Objective events.
Okay, we've been going for just over 2 hours.
Yes.
Dude, we had a show itinerary lined up just in case
Yeah.
with like 8 different crew to talk about. And now I have a list of all the stuff that he dropped.
We'll do crew next week. We'll do crew next week. We'll put off
Yeah,
Armada.
no,
We'll do that next week. But objective events. I want to talk about that because my thinking is that it's going to be, because you mentioned specifically temporary achievements. Is it going to be you have to do 400 shuttle missions, 200 ship battles, or is it just going to be a case of do as many of these as you can? Is it going to be a cron?
Well,
That's kind of what I'm thinking, because those are objectives that you have to fulfill. Because otherwise, it's an expedition. Is it a new name for expeditions? Shit.
see, they're watching now. They're gonna say, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea. That's how we do it." So you could have an escalating tiers, like you do 50 ship battles, do 100, do 200, do 500, and then you get VP based on each threshold of that. I don't. It does sounds to me, because they said they're going to be working in temporary achievements. Sounds sort of like fetch quests, where you try to do, because they have so many systems in the game now. Maybe it's do 10 voyage dilemmas, do ship battles, do this, do arena battles, do gauntlet. They have so many areas that that they haven't tapped into yet, that maybe throwing them all into one big mix and trying to do all of them. I don't know. Maybe players who don't like certain parts of the game, like the coin flipping of Gauntlet, will say, "I don't really want that forced into an event." But
I mean, there's definitely the aspect of people, myself included, who only look at sort of events if the crew appeals to them, and I think that's something that Ben asked us personally last time he was on. It's like, what gets you playing events? And we said, if the crew's worth it, if the stats are worth it, and this is kind of like this being an intermediate event. If we've not played the weekend, we might do the midweek event. So this might be not necessarily crowding the event schedule, but more providing an alternative. I'm excited to see what it is. Definitely.
We could go forever on it. I want to try to hit as many things as we can. So, let's see. What else do we have? An honor sale coming up.
Yes, and new honor hall crew.
This is going to be like the third honor sale in 6 months or something like that?
This kind of addresses the question that someone was saying, what are you doing about the honor retention? And this is like, we'll just do more honor sales. Like, okay, fine. I'm fine with that. That makes sense to me.
They started out like once a year for the first couple. Now it's 3 and 6 months.
That
you vamp. I'm gonna pull these guys. Ask them.
No,
what they think about that.
No, I think it kind of makes sense. Like when we the first, what was it? February. What month were we in? September. What was the one that was like 3 months ago? June, wasn't it? And there was like one in February, one in June, and now potentially one in, I think he said at minimum next month, so October. And that, like say Stars says in chat, you can't hoard your honor if you're spending it all. But what was everyone spending on? They were spending it on the honor sale. So just running them more frequently kind of makes sense, and I can't think of anything to complain about that, really.
Okay, pull up in chat. Let us know what you think about honor sales. If you want them as many as you can, or spaced out more so you have a chance to build up a stockpile.
I mean, let's face it. They run the offers on the sites, and then they run the offers on sites plus beholds. It devalues the honor hall, but if they're basically just saying we're just going to run these often enough anyway, and the people that don't know the regular schedules, the people that are just casual players don't know that, then yeah, it's...
Well, now that if they're also adding a 20% citation discount on the gold sites every time there's a portal update, that's going to be another 1 to 2 per year as well. So
Yeah.
It's sort of the best of both worlds for me. You're getting the discount, but you're not going to have to wait a year. So if you're getting a little taste every few months, I mean, sure, they're encouraging you to save for that, but you're not going to be saving forever before.
The thing to say is don't. I mean, before it was just like, you got your honor, you spend how you feel fit. If you want to pay the 50k for a citation, now I would say no, don't. Just like flat out, because before where you were waiting a year, you kind of go, no, get your enjoyment as you're getting it. Don't wait on this game, because it's a marathon. But now I'm kind of saying, yeah, there'll be an on-all sale in 2 months or 3 months, whenever. Don't buy the 50k citation offers. Like,
well, a lot of people I've heard say with crew retrieval now, they're trying to avoid citing any crew in the portal because it's much easier to get stars through retrieval and you can save your sites for very new crew.
I mean, that's been a rhetoric even before crew retrievals. Like, don't, a certain number of people say don't cite on in portal crew because you might get them in a behold. That's established. But I think in crew retrieval, there's the sort of the rare crew like Zengi Riker or Little John Riker. Weirdly, the Rikers that aren't 100% retrievable. So if for someone that didn't play the last event and you're unlikely to see Little John Riker in an event anytime soon, and I say that liberally, would you cite Little John Riker to complete the costume and thingy collection? I probably would. I mean, I have cited him, even though he is in Portal. Like, that's not affected my sites. I mean, I do it for different reasons, but, as everyone does.
Well, now, part of this also is he said, so we're having a new Honor Hall crew come, which is a big chunk of change. If you're doing more frequent Honor sales, can you make it worth Schmorg Schmevin or something?
7 fans rejoice.
Now, if you're going to have more frequent honor sales, you've really got to make this crew worth it for them to want to pony up 100,000. That's 2.5 sites and 2.5 be golds. That is a lot of value to put on 1 star of a crew. I hope they make it worth it. Captain Tribble was interesting. They certainly weren't bad. Like anyone who cited them up can tell you I'm using them on a lot of shuttles, but hopefully these future ones are worth it as well. We know it's not a change.
Yeah.
we tried our best to make it a Janeway. Instead, we just got the costume trait removed, so, you win some, you lose some.
Early on, we heard they're talking about the lower decks license. He said lower decks and more, which implies to me that they're maybe pushing the Prodigy angle or maybe getting a wider license. But still not Kelvin, but still getting like a wider Trek license, because the series is expanding, so it might be Strange New Worlds as well, so...
Just yesterday, we had another animated series crew. I think I may have worn out this joke already, but, Mom, can we have lower decks? We have lower decks at home, and it's the animated series.
Kakalkin.
So maybe they're doing a little art test run with these more animated series crew. But movement on lower decks is great, because a lot of people have been asking about it. Yes. And if Prodigy gets rolled in too, that's the more the merrier.
Ben is saying, Schmorg Schween Shevin.
Schmorg Schween Shevin.
She sells seashells on the seashore.
I don't know if we'll be able to crack that one. Chat, you guys are smarter than us, so if you can figure that one out.
So we're getting a Chekhov Behold on the 10th as well, which is... if you are pulling this pack, which Chekhov are you getting? Are you getting the 2 bad ones or the 1 good one? Who isn't costumed anymore?
The bad one or the bad one or the bad one? Hold on. Well, for gameplay, it's a slam dunk Plutonian still. Yeah. He's the best Voyager, best base, best skill set, really. And he's just got more power than the other 2. But, I mean, I've heard a lot of people say good things about finger guns, First Officer Chekhov. No, not in terms of gameplay, but in terms of they love the movie and it's a fun little moment stuff.
Yeah.
Not everybody plays for stats.
What?
We have to remind ourselves of that.
Don't be daft. What else have we got? Oh, Primal. New collection, Primal.
The Primal. Dude, we were just joking about him. Okay, so we were joking about a Mugatu campaign, and I went and edited the URL of the Cyberneticist one and popped it into Discord, and they're like, you son of a bitch, you got me. I thought it was actually a Mugatu. Now people want a Mugatu campaign because it'll give them a leg up on on this
if
new
you've got
collection.
that Mugatu's Polestar, hold on to it. That's going to go up in value because there are only 10 Primal Crew, and Ben says 11, which alludes to something to do with the Mega, I should imagine.
Okay, so there are 4 super rare primals, 6 legendary primals. So that is a star-heavy collection. There's no easy gets on this one with low rarity crew. Protomorphosis Barkley was a campaign crew in the past. Evolved Janeway you can make from 4-star crews. There's a little wiggle room there.
Is this the first... Oh, no, it's not. I was going to say it's the first fusion crew in a campaign, but obviously we've got Reunion, Spock, and a few others, but no, ignore that. But if you... this is achievable. Everyone's in Portal, apart from Displaced Molly O'Brien. She's the only one who didn't, so if you didn't grab her in her event, you will have to wait for the Portal update.
Schmorgschween.
Is this like the Swedish chef from the Muppets?
We need to rename this episode. Maybe tomorrow I'll go rename it Schmorgschween and be like, oh boy, they're having a stroke.
Schmwg Schmen.
Okay. We have a 4 out of 5 gold star giveaway next week. I think he said 1 would be a giveaway and 3 temporary achievements.
To line up with Star Trek Day. So, yeah, that repeats what they did last year with... Who was the giveaway for Star Trek Day last year? I forget. Wasn't Luau Paris? That was the 5-year thing. Who was before that?
I can't remember what I had for breakfast, dude. I don't know.
I had McDonald's, so I can't talk.
Chat, who do you think this Star Trek Day giveaway crew is going to be?
Yeah,
or maybe what kind of...
I wonder if that's to do with the silhouette as well, because there's quite a silhouette, and that's not an easy silhouette. I'm looking at it for people who haven't looked at the puzzle pieces. There's a lot of black in that. It's like those jigsaws you get as just beans. It's just like, which way round are these beans? It's a very masochistic. Like, haha, we've deciphered all your other things in 3 seconds flat. Fuck you. Here's this.
You have a beans on toast jigsaw puzzle, is what you're saying.
Hell yeah. Yes? Chat, hands up for beans on toast, come on. It's a tough
one. The giveaway crews of Spock, Reunion, Picard, and Hugh.
That would be I like that. Yeah.
Dude, Hugh was so perfectly placed in Picard. I loved his appearance.
Why did they kill him off? Why didn't they just kill Elnor off and put Hugh on the La Serena?
Hey, La Serena. Okay, So, you want to go through some of this UI update stuff?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think my one thing is, like, obviously, and Ben acknowledged that, like, more clicks to get places, which was where they've put... forget what he put up there now. But on top of that as well, campaigns are kind of hidden in the daily awards now, whereas previously it was like, oh, there it is, campaigns claimed. They're kind of hidden at the end of your daily rewards, which is...
I think he said they're going to be in multiple places, though.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they...
The daily missions panel, it has 4 options.
Yeah.
I think it's cadet stuff, campaign stuff, daily missions, and one other. So it will be in more than one place.
Yeah, as
Nifty. It's probably a good... it probably brings them a decent amount of money because you have sort of mid-level spending players, and it's pretty good value compared to other stuff. I can't imagine they would bury it and have it be forgotten.
Yeah, as Nifty says, campaigns on the left would be nicer, and I think trying to go through that is a bit of a ball ache. And a lot of people have said about, I mean, I've got used to it now, going another click for, to go into the time portal, another click to go into the crew retrieval and things like that. You just do get used to it, and hopefully this is part of their overarching strategy to kind of say, this is going to be, we have a plan for the UI, this is what it's going to be. It was too easy before. Cadet missions, that's what they've buried. That's right.
It's going to be a UI panel navigation event, and whoever can navigate them the fastest, we're going to time you on clicking all the panels, and if you win, you get a 5-5. Yeah.
This is actually turning into one of those sort of visual novels where it's going to be Kirk on the screen going like, shall we go to the prom? And it's like, yes, no. And if you hit yes, you can go to your cadet challenge.
I mean, it's weird because I'll tap, 10,000 times for an event, but 2 extra ones, for a UI panel, it's like, it feels a little clunky. But...
I think it is one of those things, like, we've got used to it. You'll get used to it. Whereas I think it does make more sense for it to be a tap will go there. A tap, you want to make it easy for people, but I think they're adding, I can see it from the point of they're adding more stuff to the game. They need to kind of segregate stuff in certain ways so the screen isn't overcrowded. Hence why they're moving the goals. Hence why they're putting the Voyagers. Voyagers on screen is great, actually. I like that not being in the Galaxy map.
Like we said with objective events, there's so many more different systems in the game than there were at the start. And, we just got crew retrieval plus Celestial Market, so all those buttons have to go somewhere, so I can understand that. He did say that the new little Voyage button on the main HUD is a maybe, that they're going to be testing that out. So we may not get that for sure, but what else do we have? The collections in the crew panel and in the beholds.
Yes,
I like that.
Nice. Yeah.
All the collections that don't have a trait, like originals or whatever, it's real easy to forget who's in there. So it's nice to have that info on a behold.
Yeah, you can sort of pan through and go, well, these, I've got 1 star in each of these and they're all statistically useless. What are these? What can I fulfill in my collections? Which a lot of people go, right, here I go, open my laptop or get my other tablet out or whatever and just go, right, data core or, wiki or whatever. And what are these in? And it's easier to have that in game. So I can understand why they do that. I was halfway asking, can you put the Voyage ranks in there as well?
Shy Important says he finished the puzzle. Shy, send it to one of us and maybe we can put it on screen.
Oh, I think he might have done. Hang on. I've got some
Educate
tags.
our viewers.
I had some tags. They've gone. No.
While you're doing that, one more quick thing that I like. They fixed that bug with in the Get menu where it would say you can still get the rare reward even though you couldn't. That thing has been in the game for forever, and I've seen so many posts on the subreddit complaining about that. So that's one less thing to confuse players. I appreciate that.
Would you like a 4-star crew collection? If it has the thresholds up to 400.
Yeah, how many stat boosts is that? We're going to have
right,
10,000 base crew.
Done. 2,000 premium packs.
I have heard a lot of people say rarity collections. They have 1, 2, and 3 already.
I mean, it would offset, like he was talking about, like achievement collections are hard to achieve. If you had a collection for 5-star, 4-star crew, that would essentially be doing the same thing, really, wouldn't it? But with more tailored rewards. And Shy has just messaged me. Here we go.
My first thought is it adds value to every single crew in the game that way. Even if you're not excited for the event that week, they're going to at least add another tick on the collection. So that is a positive.
Shy has just sent it to me. I'm putting it up on screen now. He's missing a block, but I think we can get the idea. This looks like 2 crew. I'll pop it there over chat up there. There we go. This looks like 2 crew together, or at least...
Is it Picard and number 1 again?
Yeah, fuck it, why not? Just re-release them.
Picard and number 2.
Yes.
All right, we're not going to riff on that. No, don't go down there.
Spock and Cat. Oh, what?
Spock and Cat.
In his cellar. Oh, what, from Taz? Interesting.
Oh, if it's Taz, I'm out.
I'm in. Oh, well, because if it is that episode, that is actually... Anyone that hasn't watched TAS, even if you don't even like the animation style, watch the one with him and his cat, because that is actually generally a really good episode. I forget the name.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying I dislike it. I just don't know anything about it. So you guys are going to have to educate me. Yeah. All right, if this is a Spock and a pet,
Ichaya, yeah.
What kind of traits? You're going to get probably Vulcan, human, Federation, Starfleet. What would you get for the pet?
Primal.
That may be the 11th one that he's talking about.
Yeah, there you go.
What other traits can you get from the pet? Rabid? I don't know.
He goes back in time. So Spock in the episode
temporal
goes back
agent?
in time. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It could be temporal agent, goes back in time to see his part. Well, he's not a temporal agent as per se. He's being sent by the Guardian of Forever. So Takon.
Prisoner? Like if it's against his will?
No, it's not against his will. He does it voluntarily, so he wouldn't be prisoner. I don't know. I mean, you have to have the slew of Spock traits like astrophysicist.
Augments? Is he an augment like Captain Burnham?
I believe Shan said that was a
All right.
mistake. So
Yes,
no.
yes.
Hey, we've been doing a lot of ribbon tonight. Let's not stop.
Yeah, we've done enough digging.
Starfleet
This is more info than he's ever dumped at once on the
this is
show.
good.
so.
It was a good chat, and I'm glad he had
yeah,
good
good
humour
point.
after all our Discord and the forums ribbing. He took that quite well. Which there were some questions I just didn't want to ask. I really didn't want to do that.
Yeah, I know.
Investigative questions like fucking.
Well, we said we're going to read every question, and we did, except for duplicates. So,
Yeah, because we're fucking journalists, aren't we?
desperate as he might not exist, maybe survivalist.
Could see survivalist, maybe.
Good point. Starfleet wouldn't make Starfleet Federation, probably not if he's a kid.
Vulcan's Forge is pretty grim. It is. It's a good episode. I might go rewatch that because that's great. We should do a watch along. We haven't done a watch along for ages. Let's do it with this episode.
Watch it not be Spock at all. It's going to be someone else.
It'll be who else? If it's not Spock, who else could that be? I mean, I'm not exactly seeing the pointed ears, but then
it sort of looks like a Kirk to me. Just if it's Kirk, like climbing a boulder or something.
If that's Kirk, I don't want to know what the other thing is.
It's a boulder. I told you. It's rock climbing Kirk.
Is this about to lift Boulder Kirk, and then the next one is throwing Boulder Kirk?
You have to fuse him with Gorn Captain throwing the boulder. I don't know.
It's idle in a bathrobe with a large egg. I mean, me and
Corporate
Shaq,
needs you to find the difference between these two pictures. They're the same picture. All right. What else did we not cover from the Primal Collection?
Yeah.
Giveaway, Get Menu, Daily Missions tab.
That's about it, really.
No UI mode.
The questions he asked, what was he had that pregnant pause on? That was about can't even remember now. Bloody hell, it's like 5 years ago.
I'm surprised that he only passed on like 2 or 3 of them.
I was expecting more. A lot of no's, but to be expected. This was random. What was it he was doing the pregnant pause on? Please, someone.
Okay, we probably we have to save all the normal week to week stuff for next week, but
We will, yeah.
A quick 2 seconds on the upcoming collection, 55 Years of Starfleet. It's going to be Keeper for the 5-star.
Yes.
Rigel Vina for the 4-stars. Is this like a thumbs up for you or a thumbs down?
I mean, crew-wise, middle-wise, but like for theme, 55 years celebrating the first episode of Star Trek, absolutely thumbs up. Like, fantastic. Like, we've spoken at great length on the themes that they have had before, and we've been like, what's going on there? But like, this is generally tight theme. Keeper's not bad. Like, Keeper's, he'll get a voyage for a lot of people, and he's got some gauntlet stats. He's adequate.
Yeah, I love the art on Vina, even though she's kind of just a collection piece.
Yeah.
But the theme is definitely better than Cyberneticists, which had zero backstory. It just said, this is our thing. And so, yeah. I think Keeper's a good get. Now, we recently had the Gauntlet to Paul in a campaign. So her and Keeper pretty close together. If you're just starting out now and you're looking for an avenue to spend, the campaign is usually pretty good.
He's exobiology as well. Keeper.
And to get new Gauntlet crew. So, I think more for theme than for power crew. You would like it, but they have their uses a little bit. Yeah,
I mean, it's not someone that's completely redundant. It's not a Lenara Khan. It's definitely someone that you will use, more than likely will use. I've got Keeper unfrozen for Gauntlet purposes, and it catches it. It's not. There's some worth there, which is. I think it's going to appreciate this. The struggle with them planning campaigns is like everyone has to have worth, and so not all cards are equal. So when we see the Joseph Sisko collection campaign in 2025, then things have gone wrong.
Dude, if we get a Joseph Sisko collection, then they've definitely gone up the deep end of it.
Chef collection. There you go. Joseph Sisko and real Sisko.
Ben in chat says replicator uses. I think that was one of his passes. Is that what he's referring to?
What the pregnant pause replicator uses? I forgot.
Yeah. It's been 2.5 hours. So I'm sure we'll break it down on our Discord and next week probably on the show.
So yes, everyone, thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming to the interview. If you want to be a part of the discussion and come and chat about this on our Discord, the link is down below, or type Discord and chat, or please come along and talk about that there. We will have our usual spin for the week for our show. I think, Auto, we'll have next week, we'll have Timelines Talks rather than our Armada show, won't we? We've got a lot to discuss. We've got a few weeks of campaign to catch up with.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll be back next week, and then we'll...
We try to go to every 2 weeks, and then there's always more to talk about than we think.
God damn it, I want to play Armada. Me and Stars have been talking about doing Bridge Crew because I've got my VR headset working again, so I want to do that. And if I'm kind of putting because it's 4-player co-op, so if me and Stars in, so if anyone else has got that on, I think you do cross-play as well. So anyone else has Bridge Crew wants to join us for that, I'm open for it. So
now there was a license change recently with if you guys like our old Star Trek game streams, there was a license switch with some of these old games. They're now owned by who was it? I forget.
Oh, GOG.
But they may be more. Well, they may be added to GOG because they're under a different license now.
So, good old games.com or GOG.com, they rebranded, are doing. They've traditionally gone to old games and restored them so you can work on modern systems. Obviously, they sell modern games as well, but they've recently got some of the Star Trek ones like Armada, Elite Force, and things like that. So I'm very.
But don't do it until Star Trek Day is over on timelines because you have too many goodies to get through. I realize we're like, all right, bye Ben, let's talk about other Star Trek games. But, you know, all right.
I'm gonna watch the Star Trek Day as well. I'm quite excited for that. I'm kind of hoping we're gonna get the Strange New Worlds trailer as well. I think it's about time.
By the way, you guys watching on Twitch, I think Paramount has their own Twitch channel on here. And last year for Star Trek Day, they ran through a bunch of the old, I say old now, iconic like TNG episodes and DS9 Voyager. I think they picked one from each series. So
I think I'll rehost
you guys
that
can
as well.
find them.
They'll
find them on Star Trek Day. That was actually a fun watch. And you're in chat with 100 other Star Trek nerds at that point, so
yeah, it's good fun. I think that'll do us. Thank you everyone for coming. Check the Discord out. Follow us if you'd like to, or don't. It's up to you.
Or don't. We're not your parents. We're not going to tell you what to do.
No. All right. We will see you next time. From myself, from Auto. That's going to be ta-ra.